It's still Thursday, January 5th, and
Hell
you're tuned
yeah.
in to the TNIAB Podcast. I'm Vince,
I'm Anthony.
and this is the Geek Chic Culture Show. We're talking about all the cool things in the world. Except on this show,
We judge all the cool things that happened
Yeah, exactly.
in the world.
In the past year, because this is the episode you've all been waiting for. It's the end of the year award show. Let's break it down. We have a category. We have multiple categories.
We have multiple categories.
If you've been here before, they're the same categories. If you listened to the previous episode with the listener awards, they're the same categories. The only difference is Anthony and I have to bring one winner and one runner-up as nominations to win.
Then we have to decide between us who wins.
Absolutely.
But there's a wild card.
Absolutely.
If we cannot come to a conclusion, if we cannot come to a decision,
I hate this part.
our producer TJ will get to choose. And not only does he get to choose from anything we've picked, he can just pick his own shit. If he doesn't like anything we picked, he can just throw in a curveball, and then we're fucked.
Yeah, then we regret all our
And
choices.
we're like, why did we do this? Why did we got to butt heads so hard? God damn.
God damn.
But I was right. You, whatever TJ picks and it sucks, is your fault. Just preemptively.
Based on the last episode,
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah,
I went for the people's choice.
yeah, you're wrong. That's
People asked for it, and you took away their choice, Anthony.
No,
you took away
the
their
people
freedom.
also chose the other one that I picked.
No, they didn't.
They chose
They
it.
just thought they chose it.
No, you think I influenced them
Yeah.
into choosing it? Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
that's what
But
you are.
I don't think so.
That's what you are.
I'm an influencer.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Where's my residuals, kid? Where's my? Okay, but we have a bunch of topics. Do you want to run through quickly what the topics are and explain them if they need explaining?
Absolutely. So it's fairly straightforward. Nothing new here. We got our first category being hottest female, lady that made you weak in the knees, male crush of the year, the man that gave you the tingly feelings in the pants.
Exactly.
Our most underappreciated, that thing that just flew by,
Mm-hmm.
the hipster award, as we
Hell
like to
yeah.
call it.
Based.
Disappointment of the year, pretty self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
Late to the party. This is fun. This is the one where, well, let's say you're just catching up.
Yeah, something that came out not in 2022.
Yeah.
And you just experienced now, and you're like, you know what? That was sick.
Mm-hmm. Best May. Well, we all know what May-Mays are.
Good old Maymays.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Maymays.
Best surprise, of course, again, self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
Never got around to it. That thing that you really wanted to do this year, but just never got around to
didn't
it.
happen.
Then the contentious awards, Song of the Year, TV Show of the Year, Movie of the Year, Game of the Year.
Gamer of
And
the
then
year.
finally, when we collected all our winners from the previous categories, we used them as a final set of nominees to decide the best of the year.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's how these awards go. And at the end of the awards, we'll have a little roundup, a little...
We'll talk about how I was right and Vince was wrong, but we somehow still picked his pick or something like that.
Well, that's how it usually works.
Yeah.
we will reflect on the year that's gone by.
Right.
We'll look forward to 2023, and I believe we have a question or two to chew on.
Okay. All right.
Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Let's kick it off. Hottest female.
So how do we want to do runner-up, and then finalist, or do we want to go...
Sure, let's do
Shot
runner-up.
for shot.
Let's go runner-up, finalist.
All right, I'll go first.
Yeah.
My runner-up for hottest female of the year
Yeah.
is none other than the absolute hottie, cutie patootie,
Do not say Carly Rae Jepsen.
Michelle Yeoh.
Oh,
from Everything,
my
Everywhere,
goodness.
all at once.
You did not.
God damn.
You did not.
Oh, baby.
No way. Get out.
She cutie.
No, she's
She looking
not.
good.
No, she's not.
Listen, if she's tired of dating Swedish billionaires, ring me up. Or where the hell that F1 guy is that she's married to.
Jean Todt,
Yeah, I don't know. Some loser. I don't know.
the man who brought Michael Schumacher his 5 Ferrari championships.
Yeah, no one gives a shit. All right. No one
Wow.
cares. All right. He's some bum. He's not like
Show your respect.
If he was Miles
I don't know.
Schumacher,
I don't know how they met though. Like that's
probably
a,
some rich
that's a
person
weird
networking
couple.
event. Yeah.
When I found out she was married to him, I'm like, what?
that makes no sense.
Yeah. Wow. Anyways.
Yeah, but that's my runner-up. My runner-up is Michelle Yeoh.
All right. My runner-up is a bit of a technicality.
Okay.
Because even though she was in many things this year, the reason I'm picking her is for a leaked photo from an upcoming movie of hers.
I really thought this was going to go dark when you said leaked
No,
for a
no,
second.
no. She wore neon, was in rollerblades, and the colors of the 90s.
Okay.
It's Margot Robbie as Barbie.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know if you remember those photos where
Yeah.
she had like the onesie with the tights thing,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, goddamn, I don't know what's happening here, but
I'm feeling something.
I am feeling something. So
That's a good pick.
That is my runner-up.
That's a good pick. I know who you picking though.
Oh, who are you picking?
I know who you picking.
Who are you picking?
So my winner, all right.
Before you go, let's just, you know what? You know who mine is. Mine is the impossible anime girl. It is Marin Kitagawa, and I know whoever you say cannot be hotter than her.
Listen, all right. I'm picking my crush of the year. All right, Park Eun-bin.
What?
The actress lady from Extraordinary Attorney
No,
Woo.
Whale Woo?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's so cute.
I understand
Oh
why you
my
pick her.
God.
I agree. That
She's
girl
so
is
cute.
very cute. She almost made it to my list, but this is the hottest female.
Yeah.
And that girl is 100% cute, 0% hot.
But she made me weak in the knees.
There's no way you're going to tell me that girl is hotter than Marin.
I think she is
No.
better than Marin. You
No.
know why? Because
Why?
not only
only
is she cute,
do not throw the 3D girl thing
but she's
at me.
also real.
Wow.
All right, she's also real.
Wow.
Even though this show's waifu is 2B.
I was gonna say, like, how you gonna do 2B like that?
Yeah, but bruh, look at that smile. How you gonna resist that smile?
I just admit it. She's very cute. She's very cute.
And even when she's not in that role, like just her, when I looked her up, she's a good looking lady.
Yeah, but you picked her for Woo.
I did.
You did pick her for
did.
Woo.
She's a cutie.
I am still picking Marin Kitagawa.
You know what? I feel like
What's wrong? You want to throw it to the randomizer?
the randomizer. It's not the randomizer. That's crazy. Can't call him that.
Dude's gonna pick up some South American chick, and we're gonna be like,
Dude.
damn. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
She ain't, bruh.
She's real.
I hate how bait she is, though. Like, her design is the same reason I don't like Your Name.
Okay.
Where Your Name is just written really dumb to just, they're like, I have a bunch of sad ideas, and I'm just going to throw them in a movie. And they're not
Okay.
really going to make any sense.
Okay.
But this girl is like, what if I took every weeb's dream, threw them in a 11 out of 10, and then also make her have like a really good personality, and she likes people for who they are on the inside.
You've described the hottest girl I have ever known.
This person doesn't exist.
You
Her
have
stats.
literally just described the perfect, most hottest girl in the world.
Yeah, but it does like
Like,
that's so
you are going
crazy.
against yourself if you don't pick her.
That's so crazy.
It's
dude.
crazy how hot she is. I know. Come on, just say it. Just say it.
That Park Eun-bin is a fucking banger. God damn.
There is no denying that the Korean girl is cute. She's just not as hot.
I guess if we're gonna stick to the hotness,
Yeah,
that technically works.
it does work.
I'm not happy about it.
You don't have to be happy about it. I just need to win.
I'm not happy about how I'm throwing this to the randomizer, kid.
Oh
no,
my
no,
God.
no. I understand the appeal. Like, this is what. Okay, I don't think I can throw it to the randomizer because I understand the appeal.
I think the world understands this one.
I think they're wrong.
Wow.
Like, listen, if you like anime girls like we do, you're living in fantasy land.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. But if you like this anime girl specifically,
Uh-huh.
you're lost. You are lost to society. Just give up. All right? Just buy a Miku figurine and marry that shit. Same thing.
I support this. I support you if that is what you want to do with your life.
I don't.
I do.
All right, we can give it the fucking fake ass.
It is.
bitch.
Thank you. I'm not even
God
going to make her best
damn.
of the year.
No. We're throwing it to the randomizer. I'm taking it back. All right.
All right. Male crush.
Male crush. Who's your runner-up?
My runner-up is it was a dark and mysterious figure.
Okay. Batman?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, kind of gave it away. Kind of gave it away.
It was Robert Pattinson this year. I
He-
thought
He was a good looker.
he looked really well, like especially in the suit with that jawline.
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes!
True.
Batman has never looked so attractive to me.
He did look really good.
He looked And maybe it was the suit. Even out of the suit, he had that like emo hair look going on. I'm like, is it coming back? Is that look coming back?
The My Chemical Romance
Yeah,
look?
like why am I feeling things for this one?
You just look at him, the Black Parade starts playing in your head.
Yeah, I'm like, I kind of dig it. Yeah.
So my runner-up is, so here's the thing. I think this came out this year.
Okay.
But I'm not, or at least it ended this year.
Okay.
But I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
It is Tengen Uzui from Demon Slayer Season 2.
Oh.
It is my harem boy, Jewel Man.
Yeah.
From the Vegas.
I know who you're talking about. This
my
guy.
man.
Yeah.
What a man. What an absolute legend, this guy. 2 swords, super heavy, then has 3 wives, always protects the ladies, and he's a looker. He's a good-looking dude.
Is that a tattoo on his face?
It is.
Okay.
It is a tattoo on his face. And also, he knows nothing but opulence. This man is, he only knows how to be rich. He doesn't know, he doesn't take L's, all right? He only takes W's.
I mean,
and a lot of those W's are women.
I guess this man sounds pretty Sigma.
He's a pretty Sigma male. It's kind of crazy.
That's pretty cool.
But who's your winner? Who's your winner?
My winner, and you wouldn't have seen him because I know you haven't seen the movie.
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan.
So, okay. I was thinking about Michael B., but I didn't know if he was in the movie that came out this year.
He's in there, and he looks exactly like he did in the first one.
God damn.
He got the hair. He got the body. He looks...
Killmonger?
Uh-huh.
He's in the second movie?
He is. And he's got... Honestly, for the best reason, he's in the movie.
He's taken over.
He's the He's the part where I'm like, God damn, that was so clever to put him in the movie here.
Is he taking over Black Panther?
No.
Okay.
No. He just maybe if you see it.
I will never see it. You can just tell me if it's a thing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. This show's heavy spoilers.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna spoil everything we talk about here.
For sure.
Get wrecked.
Do you remember how when in the first Black Panther, when T'Challa drinks the thing, he has to visit one of the previous Black Panthers?
Yes.
And his dad shows up.
Mm-hmm.
So in the new one, Shuri is the Black Panther, the sister.
Okay.
And she's either expecting for T'Challa to show up, her dad.
Yeah.
Or sorry, her brother, or T'Challa seen her dad.
Okay.
Killmonger shows up and says, "You're not like them. You're like me."
Hell
and
yeah.
it breaks her.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's like, you're a winner. Like you're a like whatever.
You don't belong here.
Yeah.
And
it's like one of the most in context, like, that's amazing.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Mine is it's kind of a left field pick. All right. Well, I guess it's not because of considering who it is.
Okay.
But in the movie, I'm picking Brad Pitt from Bullet Train.
Oh, interesting.
I thought that movie encapsulated Brad Pitt in a really cool way, where he was like the funny, charismatic kind of.
No, you're right.
Dude.
I
but
like,
also he's like a big action star. Plus, he's good looking. He's got the long hair. He's got the scruff beard. He's kind of looking like a dilf.
Yeah. No, I see it. Like he seems. Thing is, in that movie, I get more. That man's cool.
Yeah,
like, he's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Because the hot guy in that movie is Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yes, true.
Right?
He is also
with the stash.
Like
he's the hot guy in that movie.
Well, the English accent's always like a negative. So
a negative?
Yeah, it's in like negative 2 points always.
Excuse me.
Yeah, English accent kind of sucks dick. I don't know what to tell you.
What?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here. God damn. James Bond ought to shoot you.
But I thought Brad Pitt was looking fine.
You know,
in that movie.
I know Michael B. Jordan has won before, so I don't mind if like you want to be like, because I think Brad Pitt would be a cool pivot in terms of we've never really chosen a guy based off his cool factor.
Yeah,
he had that hat.
He rocks the hat. I'm not gonna like he is the dad hat, but he kind of rocks it.
Yeah.
It also makes me that also like solidifies like Brad Pitt can look good
in anything.
Like he could do whatever the fuck he wants. He could get he can. Like, you know when people go bald on the top and it's like the crown? He could do that on purpose and probably still look good.
Remains to be seen. I don't know if I want to see that, but okay, sure.
But yeah, I'm down for picking Brad Pitt.
All right, yeah. I can do Brad Pitt.
All right.
Sounds good to me. Brad Pitt is our male crush of the year, I think.
What a cool dude. What a cool and hot dude.
Yeah, okay.
Next up, what do we got?
Underappreciated.
So I guess I would go first. Yeah, because you went first last time. My runner-up, all right, listen, and I know certain communities do appreciate this, but I don't think it was appreciated enough.
Okay.
Okay? Nikke, Goddess of Victory.
God
Okay.
damn it.
That is a pretty good gacha game. All right. They got hot girls. All right. They got like a lot of just titties in your face, which, you know, everyone loves. All right. Male or female. We all love boobs. But also, the writing in that game is pretty good, especially for a gacha game. They got some tearjerker storylines, especially for the past Christmas event. They have like every character you can like create relationships with, and they all have their own little quirks and stuff that'll make you want to pick best girl. I think that game has a lot more effort put into it than should be put into it, and it makes for a better gacha game than most.
Okay.
I think I think that's more people need to play. Maybe not necessarily spend money on, but play Nikke. If you're a weeb, you should be playing Nikke.
I'm a weeb.
You should be playing Nikke.
I'm not playing Nikke.
You should be playing Nikke.
I didn't like. So my picks this year for this category, I didn't really have that many to choose from because I only do cool things.
I want to do cool things. Not a hipster.
Yeah. But I just picked the things that I thought I enjoyed the most that no one else does.
Okay.
So first one is Richard Hammond's Workshop. I don't think have you heard
You
it?
talked about it on the show.
Yeah, it does. It reminds me of like, you know, back in the Discovery Channel days when they had things like American Chopper, those type of shows, right? Or
how many chairs are being thrown?
Well, it doesn't have that because it actually has more the vibe of like a Mythbusters, but they're not busting it. They're just
doing stuff.
We're just doing stuff with cars, and I find that very, I don't know,
cathartic.
And it's just a nice thing for me to watch when I'm having dinner sometimes.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where I'm getting there.
All right. My underappreciated of the year is jazz.
Like the entire music genre?
No, it's the.
I was like, no way you could pick that.
It is the J.D. Beck and Domi album, Not Tight. So it is a new jazz album by these two absolute. Listen. I did Brockhampton before, and you didn't believe me, and they became like the biggest thing. All right.
Brockhampton weren't jazz.
Yeah, they weren't jazz. They were rap.
Yeah,
these guys are the Brockhampton of jazz. All right.
Are you telling me they're so big that they're going to become?
I think they're going to bring jazz back into mainstream listening.
Wow.
Or at least heavy jazz influence within mainstream music.
Okay.
And I say this because A, they're backed by Anderson .Paak's label. On their album, they have fucking Herbie Hancock sang on one of their songs as a collaboration, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But they also have one song has Busta Rhymes and Snoop Dogg in it.
Oh.
Anderson .Paak and Mac DeMarco are also on the album. They've been pushed to, they had an NPR Tiny Desk concert. They were on, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay.
Like talk show. Like they're getting all kinds of press, like all kinds of airtime. And I think just because it's jazz, people are kind of like wary about it.
Yeah.
And listen, jazz. I'm gonna out all the jazz heads out here. Jazz ain't that deep. All right. Jazz ain't that deep.
Not as deep as pop, that's for sure.
I hate you. But like it's just if you like the way it sounds, that's all you really need to know. You don't need to understand the underlying feeling of jazz, man.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You just gotta experience. And like these kids are so fresh. Their sound is so good. I even saw them in concert, and it was even better than the album. It was insane. They're just super, super talented, and I think they deserve much more limelight.
Wow. I might just go ahead and say you can have it because like you clearly care about this more than I care about mine. Because mine is just an anime called Tsubiki Bisco.
Oh, Trigger Not Trigger.
Yeah, but like I really don't care that much.
Fair enough.
Like it's a cool anime that no one watched. That's it.
All right.
That's all. I mean, it had a cool girl in it with a sword, but she had a disease. She was constantly rusting.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they found like a mushroom to make it not rust or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool concept.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that they could get jazz into the younger generation again.
Jazz?
Yeah, like just jazz in general. Like it could just open up people to listening to jazz, and I think that's kind of crazy.
Okay, we can't put jazz.
No. It's gonna be. I'm gonna say J.D. Beck and Domi are my
J.D. Beck and Domi
and D.O.M.I.
Yes. Okay.
Are my
underappreciated.
picks. Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Disappointment of the year.
Oh, here we go.
This is you first.
I got a good one. Yeah. My runner-up. You ready?
Yeah.
Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
Based. Absolutely based.
Monster.
Dude.
And I could even say Monster Hunter Rise because the PC edition did come out this year.
Came out on PC.
And I played through that whole game. And I played through that whole game on PC Rise in January, and I was like, okay, yeah, it's the same shit. If I'm feeling kind of lukewarm in it, that's fine because I've replayed it. But Sunbreak, it just felt like there was so much promise there.
Yeah.
So much.
They're like, we're gonna make it not boring.
Yeah, they took away the Japanese shit, and they went, let's.
Yeah, well, that was a downside.
Wow.
The twins weren't there anymore. That kind of sucked. But you could like go hunting with like the NPCs. They had special quests.
They had more moves for your weapons.
Curio crafting.
I feel like they added
various monsters.
They added so much, but none of it
stuck.
Not that it didn't stick, but it didn't enhance the game. It was just more.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's how I felt about it. It's
or like was it Iceborne with the clutch claw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that changed the game. Right? And I went through that game in like 3 days and then never looked back.
Yeah, even sometimes I go back to see the new content.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
So that's my runner-up.
All right, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. My disappointment of the year, the runner-up, we're going to go with Lost Ark, baby.
Oh, the Korean?
The Korean Diablo MMO.
That was this year.
Wow.
Wow.
And
felt like ages ago.
Well, I guess it's this year in North America because it came out on Amazon Games.
Yes. You okay.
Because I didn't play the Korean versions or any of the Euro versions. But that beta came out, and I got in, and I was having the time of my life. That game was so fun. But then the actual version came out, and there were definitely some sliders that were slid to make that game way more grindy. And then people started doing the math on how many hours would you need to ever level up a character to do all the content. And the answer is you
forever.
Can't. Literally, it's infinity, because if you were to be free to play to try and get to end game content, it would take you long enough to where the new content would have already came out and you'll just still be behind. So like the only way to be current with that game is to spend cash or be a streamer.
Right.
And just going from the beta to the live game, I was just disappointed in how much grind felt like was added to it. It just kind of sucked.
Okay.
Just kind of sucked. It made me go back to Path of Exile, which I didn't want to do.
But you did anyway.
But I did anyways, and it was a bad decision. God damn.
Dang.
What's your true?
My true disappointment this year?
Keyboards.
No. My true disappointment this year is actually the entirety
of 2023
of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Ooh.
Because
spicy.
I ended 2021 coming off of Spider-Man No Way Home, and what a phenomenal movie that was.
I heard it's great.
I can't believe you went a whole year without watching it. And I was just so excited at the idea of like, where can this whole universe go? And what we were delivered with were all kind of mid to lukewarm films that seem very directionless, very not consistent, not connected, on top of having all of these shows which were just mid as fuck. We had Moon Knight.
True. That was pretty mid.
The Miss Marvel. I didn't even get to She-Hulk.
I heard it was bad.
And I think I'm justified in saying this because Disney themselves have doubled back and been like, they're focusing more on quality than quantity now.
Oh, really? Wow, crazy.
All right, and maybe it's because, after the end of Endgame and all your favorite heroes were departed, it's always tough to adjust to new cast and change.
Yeah,
but I just feel like nobody in this new era has either like the charisma of Robert Downey Jr.,
Chris Evans,
or just not the athleticism, but just that like
screen presence. I guess.
Screen presence, that heroic quality that Chris Evans carries.
I feel like Doctor Strange in the first movie had that, and then apparently they dropped the ball with the second movie.
They did. Like I liked what happened in Multiverse of Madness, but you're right, it became less of like a hero I was cheering on and more of just one I'm observing now.
Okay.
Don't even get me started on Wakanda Forever. What a piece of shit,
bro. But you're more like me.
Except for that moment. Like that's why that
cool.
movie. Yeah, that moment was so fucking cool. And then he disappeared. I was like, no. But yeah, that's my disappointment of the year.
All right, my disappointment of the year is Babylon's Fall.
Bro, you didn't even buy that game.
I know, because the
we
beta
just
again
played the beta and it was shit.
So shit. And then it turns out I was right, and then they shut down the game like less than 6 months after release.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. But also, I'm going to give it to Marvel Cinematic Universe because I didn't play Babylon's Fall.
We didn't even buy it. We just played the
I
beta.
just played the beta,
like,
and it was so shit. Oh
Yeah.
my! I was like, Platinum Games, please, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
God damn.
Cool. Next up on the list looks like late to the
To
party.
the party.
Nice.
I think I go first now.
Sure.
Yeah. Late to the party for me. My runner-up is Resident Evil 7.
Oh, you really did like this.
Resident Evil 7, I think, is a fantastic return to form of the classic haunted house style Resident Evil games. Of just like, I'm in a mansion or I'm in a confined space. I got to work my way through with these seemingly impossible challenges. And as I keep going through, it gets wilder and wilder. And the addition of first person to this game works so well. They get so many more unique scares and scenarios and stuff to just force you to look at a lot of bad shit. And in a horror game, that's sick. It's pretty awesome. The whole Baker family and their just like slow descent into madness, you being stuck in like this hillbilly farm type thing. It's just, yeah, everything came together to make probably one of my favorite Resident Evil experiences of all time.
Wow.
Yeah, I really liked that game, and I thought it was fantastic.
My runner-up is also a game from last year. Mine is Deathloop.
Ooh.
Because Deathloop...
Kickloop.
For a studio whose games I've never actually completed, because they were... What are they famous for?
Dishonored.
Deathloop was the one that really hooked me in. I thought it was smart. It was clever writing. Just the gameplay mechanic and the looping functionality and sort of like the mystery behind it all.
Okay.
I thought it was all super well done. Like, I could not fault that game anywhere except for the very end.
Interesting.
Where I thought the very end is kind of like lame.
Okay.
But
did you turn on like online mode to let other people take over the lady character and stuff?
That was so cool.
All right.
Right. Yeah. So like, it's just Deathloop. I think I understand why that game was given so much recognition, and
I was so skeptical. I just couldn't believe it because I hated all their other games.
Yeah, me too. But it was on sale, and I was like,
I'll try it.
Why not? And it was awesome. Yeah. Deathloop.
My winner for Late to the Party award is an addition to a game I already love, which is the Doom Eternal DLC. God fucking damn, this game is like the best first-person shooter. It is so good. And the DLC takes up everything you've learned from... Like, it feels like... It's not just DLC. It feels like an old-school expansion. Where, like, when you played Diablo 2... and then you got Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, you needed to know all the mechanics of Diablo 2 to go through the higher end shit. This is that. They recommend you at the beginning, like, hey, if you haven't beat the game before, beat the game, because it's just going to be hard.
Yeah.
And it's like a linear progression from the difficulty of the end of the regular game, base game, and it starts at that difficulty and then keeps going up and adds even newer mechanics.
Yeah.
A couple new weapons, and different ways for you to do the whole Doom loop. It's just good. It's just good. There's like, I have nothing bad to say about the Doom Eternal DLC. If you like Doom Eternal, it's more of that. It's better of that. And it continues on with the actually surprisingly interesting story of the Doom Slayer, which I can't believe I'm saying that the Doom Slayer lore
is interesting.
The Doom Slayer lore is interesting. I can't wait for a third game. Those games were sick.
Have you played it on your new rig yet?
Yeah, I played a little bit. Yeah. Smooth.
Smooth.
Crank out the FOV.
Yeah. Wow. You're in
Go
sweaty
old
gamer
school.
mode? Wow.
I think there's an option to put the gun in the center of the screen.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, I'm good.
But yeah, baby, that game's good. It's just so much fun. So much fun.
Speaking of fun, my Late to the Party award goes to also a game. And this is last year's Game of the Year from many outlets.
Okay.
It's called It Takes Two. Do you remember this game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
This game is
Why?
amazing. What's wrong?
Bruh.
What?
Bruh.
What did you like what It Takes Two?
Dude, what do you like having fun with other people?
Absolutely.
That's lame.
You know,
You.
it's great. It's great.
You.
I feel if you want a co-op game that tests the relationship with somebody you're with, probably your significant other, this is the one. It's like Overcooked, only you have a reason to continue playing.
Instead of just getting 3 stars and everything.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, right? It is the idea of games can be a fun mechanic, but they can also tell a story, and you can also deliver that message to someone who doesn't normally play games. Right? I think a lot of people who don't play video games look at all games as here's a electronic toy. They can't be more than anything that.
But they do all know Overcooked. They all know Jackbox.
Yeah.
They all know the community style game. Yeah.
But this is like where it has that kind of style, but it also interjects narrative and that, games can be more than just a community fun time.
All right.
So I think that's why I picked it.
Dude, this is just a glorified brothers tale of two sons. All right.
Yeah, but if it's better, it's better.
Buh. All right.
Otherwise, Gears of War wouldn't have been so successful.
Honestly, this is actually a game that I wish I played or I could play because I don't want to play it by myself. I want to play it like local co-op, someone in a room.
Yeah, do not play it by yourself.
And it's kind of an experience that I'm a little jelly. I haven't been able to have yet. But I think I'd be fine with that. I think I've heard so much praise
for It Takes Two.
For It Takes Two that makes sense as to be the late to the party.
Yeah, I think like a lot of people always ask like what games you could play with like your spouse or your significant other. Yeah. Like both guys and girls, and I'm like,
Doom Eternal.
Hell yeah. But it's like, no, I'm like, It Takes Two. And then if you like want to just hate each other, Overcooked.
True.
Yeah.
Base.
Or the other one, Moving Out.
Oh, yeah, that one was fun.
Oh, God. That was good. That one's also infuriating as fuck.
Yeah, and I'll fully admit that, like, both of my picks are, like, gamer games.
Yeah.
Where, like, for Resident Evil 7, you could have somebody beside you, but they're watching along as it's like, if it's like a movie, right?
Yeah.
And then Doom Eternal...
that's solo. You're in it by yourself.
Yeah, the fun comes from playing it. Like watching Doom Eternal looks cool, but there's no joy I would say that there is to be gained from watching somebody play Doom Eternal. Like you got to experience that shit.
Yeah.
But It Takes Two. It feels like it kind of caters to everyone, gamer, non-gamer, people who are interested. Yeah. Yeah.
I think the magic of that game comes from just like if you want to test your communication skills between you and yourself and someone else.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely the game to test it on.
All right. Okay.
But it's cool. So It Takes Two. It is.
Yeah, It Takes Two. That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
All right. Best May.
Best May. What's your runner-up, kid?
So my runner-up is Spirit Halloween.
It's good. Okay.
That is my runner-up.
That's a good one. There's a lot of good ones there. Very versatile meme.
Yeah. Honestly, it's just simple, but the levels of creativity, incredible.
Even like it went to the FGC.
It did.
Like people just doing weird ass shit with.
Yeah, and then there's like it strangely got so specific, like hyper specific in some circles, but
that's what I kind of love about it.
Yeah,
that like I would look at certain Spirit of Halloween memes, I'd be like, I have no fucking idea what this is.
Yeah.
But like to them, it was like the funniest shit. Like it's a very
absolutely.
Versatile format. I really liked it.
Yeah.
My runner up, a little less wholesome. All right, mine is the Ussy.
Oh. God damn it,
dude! Anything to end in Ussy this year? God damn, dude!
That's true. Like your vocabulary really did change to anything with Ussy,
dude. Was that one Persona meme when it was Persona 5? It was like, oh my God, Kitagawa or whatever the gym teacher. Yeah. You're like abusing girls and underage people. You're a monster. I'm gonna kill you. And then the next panel is the main character with his teacher. Yo, who needs their teach Ussy 8, dude?
Oh God.
Just make it, dude. It also unfortunately brought us Bussy.
But you love Bussy.
I like making people cringe with Bussy.
Yeah, but you use it way too often.
I do use it too often. I gotta cut back on the Bussy.
Like you use it enough to be like,
a little sus over here. Being a little sussy baka over here. But yeah, a lot of that Ussy talk.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
And it would like hit you out of nowhere. Like someone would be talking about like the fucking Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and he'd be like, "Yo, that's State Ussy, baby." And it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
It just like hit you with the gross factor. I kind of loved it.
Yeah. Well, number one though, it's Morbin time.
Dude, pound it.
Yeah?
Because also Morbin time,
baby.
Morbin time? It's Morbin time.
Yes,
I can't believe none of the listeners picked Morbin time.
When I saw that, I was crazy. Like, no way. How did no one pick Morbin time?
It's Morbin time.
Oh, my God.
The fact that the movie was so bad that it became a meme. And then Sony was like,
We gotta bring it back.
We could bring it back. We can make money off this.
Yeah.
And then everyone was still like, fuck you. No.
But also, it's Morbin time.
Also, it's Morbin time.
I saw the movie, but no one morbed. Oh, cultural phenomenon. Morbin time. Okay, that's easy.
It's done. Morbin. It's Morbin time. God damn, that show is so good.
Wow, I can't. Yeah, I'm amazed none of the listeners picked it. Did you have any other ones out there? Because like I had another one, but it was pretty late in the year. Did you see the Zoolander memes?
No.
Okay, because I thought those are pretty funny.
I'm trying to find tracking changes on Word here, but
okay,
I can't. Because the Will Smith slap was another one.
Oh, on yours, you mean? Yeah.
Was it editor? No, it wasn't editor.
Morbin time. God.
Morbin time was so good. Oh, track changes. There we go.
Yeah.
For everyone. Oh, it doesn't show because I wasn't tracking changes when I made the file.
Great.
Buh.
All right.
But yeah, it was the Will Smith slap. Morbin. Oh, I had another one. Oh, Bing Chillin'.
Bing Chillin'.
John Cena.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to say it because I don't know how to do the whole speech.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the Bing Chillin' meme, every time it came up, it got me.
With the ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Bing, and like people, my favorite edit was someone took the Chairman Mao Zedong portrait and put John Cena's face in it and then played Bing Chillin' over it. That shit was so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, you need that chill ussy 8, dude. Dude, what?
No.
That morb ussy, dude.
Morbin. No. You go down. It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time. Terrible.
All right. What's next?
Best
surprise.
surprise.
Oh, best surprise. Best surprise.
My best surprise. Runner up. Vampire Survivors, baby.
Oh yes.
Vampire Survivors was a beta this year, and then it became a real game, so I can pick it.
Are you? There was a moment where you would not turn that shit off.
That game is good, and it's still good. And I just bought the DLC. Hell, that's like the best $3 you can spend in gaming this year. That shit is tight.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I mean, like I know it's supposed to be, but that game is it a gacha or is it a roguelike?
It's a bullet hell roguelike.
Okay.
But the bullets are just enemies.
You're
that you
like
have to
really
shoot.
getting into like roguelikes.
When they're good. When the
For someone who doesn't like roguelikes, you're really into roguelikes.
I like 2 roguelikes.
Yeah, now you like them all.
No, I like 2. That's it. It's Vampire Survivors and the other one.
Nikkei.
No, Nikkei's a gacha. That's different. That's Booba. Booba is forever.
Okay.
All
right.
But yeah, okay, I spent $3 on this game.
Yeah.
Plus I think the DLC was on sale for under $2.
Yeah.
And I got the soundtrack.
Yeah.
All right. So I think in total I spent under $10 on this game. Maybe like 6.
Okay.
I have over 60 hours in this game.
Fair enough. All right.
And I almost have all the achievements.
All right.
Like, that shit is sick. It slaps. God damn. Dude, I need that vamp ussy, dude.
Damn.
Also, it's Morbin time. You can just Morbin here. You're always Morbin.
God damn.
It's kind of crazy.
All right. That's your runner-up.
That's my runner-up.
My runner-up is the Apple Watch Ultra.
I can't believe.
The watch that I didn't think Apple was going to make. Or the one that I wanted they always hope they make.
Did you end up buying it?
I'm actually able to buy it now that my benefits have rolled over.
Oh, nice. All right.
So you might be seeing me with an Apple Watch Ultra.
Oh, my God.
I
need the pics, kid.
But yeah, titanium, huge, made for extreme sports, although you'd still be better off with a Garmin. But still, that's not the point. The point is it works with my iPhone.
The thing is like whenever I see this watch, all I imagine, I could never see like a real adventurer wearing this watch to do stuff.
You're absolutely right.
It's just like Silicon Valley-esque tech bros being like, I bought it and I'm thinking about going rock climbing.
So like I don't even think it's that. To be honest, I think it's finance bros. Because you know what the finance bro outfit is if they're not wearing a suit? Patagonia.
True.
That's all they wear. It's Patagonia North Face, Apple Watch Ultra. I'm going for a hike.
Those guys,
like a paved path.
Those guys did look fucking lame. That was true. When I saw people in my office wearing Patagonia, I'm like, bro, you work at a mutual fund. Relax. All right. I don't think the weather in your air-conditioned 50th floor office is gonna do you any harm here. All right.
Listen, I was jealous though, because like off topic, one of my coworkers today, she's like, she came with Patagonia. She doesn't particularly wear Patagonia at all. I'm like,
Yeah.
why are you wearing that? She's like 40% off, and I was so jealous.
Well, that's different. That's different.
I was so jealous.
That's a sale.
I
can't be
know.
mad at a sale.
Neither could I. I was like,
But
damn
you know what
it.
finance bros aren't doing?
Buying
Shit
sale.
on sale.
I know.
All right, dude. They're not even wearing last year's Gucci. They're rebuying that shit. They send the old shit to Value Village. Like, come on.
Apple Watch Ultra is my runner-up.
All right. Okay.
What's your best surprise?
It's Everything Everywhere All at Once. That movie kind of came out of nowhere at the beginning of the year, and I thought it looked cool.
Yeah,
And-
I remember seeing the trailer being like this. There could be something here.
Yeah, and I was like, this looks pretty cool.
Fair enough.
Movies are kind of mid lately. Let's see. And it
How do you dare you?
what?
That trailer came out at the same time as Spider-Man.
Yeah, movies look kind of mid lately.
Wow.
They're like just rehashing old shit. There's no new ideas.
Cannot believe you.
And then, god damn, I can't believe how much I love this. I think I saw it 2 or 3 times in theaters.
yeah, I know you did.
I talked about it with as many people as I could,
And they were all like fascinated.
and they're all like, "Holy shit!" They're like, everybody had like different theories about like. I haven't had that in a movie since like I forced you guys to see Parasite.
yeah, but that was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
So is this?
So, anyways, my best surprise.
You motherfucker.
Can you guess? Marvel Snap.
All right. Okay.
Right. That is truly a surprise.
I am surprised that you're into a card game. That's what makes me surprised.
I think that's why I am putting this in my best surprise, because I don't really. I like card games, but I don't find myself like
you don't know.
into card games.
You don't like these kind of card games. Like when you say card games, Uno doesn't count.
But Ascension does.
This is not the same type, right? So like there are
Corporate wants you to identify the difference between this.
it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not like the mano a mano competitive. Like I feel like I understand like all the core mechanics are there and they're kind of the same.
Yeah.
But there is something different. Like I would never say Magic the Gathering and Ascension are the same game.
They're cards on papers with abilities. They are the same game.
This kid is crazy.
But also, I feel like everybody I talked to who I just had no expectation of playing games at all played Marvel Snap.
Because it's quick, it's intuitive, all the rules are simple.
Yeah.
It's not fucking Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. It's good shit.
I'll give it to Snap.
Really?
I'm gonna give it a caveat. The best surprise is you specifically enjoying Snap.
Vince playing Snap?
Vince playing Snap. That's my surprise. I would pick that.
Yeah, okay. I'm surprised by that too.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. That's true.
Vince playing Snap, I feel wins best surprise.
Yeah, and I spent money on it too. Can you believe it?
Did you get best value?
No.
No. Why didn't you get best value? What are you doing?
No.
Your first purchase is always doubled. Why don't you just go for the fences, dude?
Dude, there's no best value in that game. Whatever the fuck Blavin says, there's no best value in that game.
He kind of coping. He's got that copium.
Yeah, man. He's like, but you get the extra variant. I'm like, who cares?
Bro? You just spent $100.
All right.
All right.
Never got around to it. The Never Got Around to It award.
What's your runner-up, kid? What's your runner-up? Or is it me first?
It's me first.
Okay.
It's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
What are you talking about? You got around to it.
Yeah, after January 1st.
Fair enough.
But for the game that challenged expectations, the one to finally change Pokemon, I can't believe I just ignored it. It was the one game on the Switch this year I actually thought I would play at release.
And you played Arceus this year.
I did. I didn't play that till like September though.
Yeah.
So that's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, Pokemon, and spoilers, I have played it now, and I should have played it when it came out.
All right.
Because
that'll be a hint for next week.
I do thoroughly enjoy this game, despite it being a performance nightmare.
What are we talking about? The Switch? Dude, that's the most powerful console on the market, dude.
God damn.
That's the most powerful handheld console on the market.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
There's no other handheld console.
Isn't there?
No.
The Logitech Stream Deck?
That's streaming. That's just a Wi-Fi box. Doesn't count.
I think my iPhone's pretty powerful.
I don't know if that's a handheld gaming device.
Really? Mr.
Oh, this is
Nikkei?
corporate. Can you feel? Oh my god, that's a phone game. Phone games are a separate category, kid. God damn.
Okay, what's your runner-up?
My runner-up for never got around to it was buying a current gen console.
Because you never bought any of them.
I didn't buy any current gen console.
Wow.
And Xbox Series X, PS5 I didn't buy OLED Switch.
Mm-hmm.
do any of that.
Mm-hmm.
As the video game expert of 2022,
You
I thought there was even an opportunity for me to get one.
Yeah.
Where our producer TJ got one, and he's like, "You can just come down, and they'll have it in stock.
Yeah.
You can buy it."
Yep.
And I still said no.
Yep.
And I can't believe that I did that.
Wow.
I can't believe I had that strength to not do it. Because honestly, I bought games for the PS5.
The fuck?
And I don't own it.
Oh man. What the F is happening?
But I didn't want to play them bad enough to buy the console.
Wow.
But I just wanted the sale.
Wow.
And you guys got me Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise on PS5?
Oh my god, we did.
Yeah.
We did
You
get
did?
you that.
You did?
I forgot. Nice.
Still there.
Sick.
So I owned the new JoJo fighting game on PS5.
Wow. You have a collection built.
Yeah. It's starting.
Wow. Okay.
I just honestly, I think this is the first time I've ever waited so long.
At this
to
point, are
buy.
you actually going to get one?
Maybe this year. I think maybe this year I get one.
I imagine you'd get a PS5 just for the exclusives.
Yeah. But they're still coming out on PS4.
Forsaken says hi.
Yeah, Forsaken is Harry Potter with Nike New Balance.
Oh, Harry Potter says hi.
Harry Potter says hi. The actual Harry Potter, that shit
Yeah.
kind of looking kind of tight though.
It does. It does. All right. My winner for never got around to it. House of Dragons.
Oh, so you're like Paul.
Yeah.
Kindred
I told you
Spirits.
we're linked. I don't know why.
All right.
Dude's stuck in my brain.
Fair enough. Explain why is you never got around to it.
Well,
'Cause
only because
in case people didn't listen to the other episode.
yeah, like I was so into Game of Thrones. Like I that is a cultural phenomenon type show.
Yes.
Loved it.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I thought the ending was absolute garbage.
Dude, it's so harsh.
But I did like this show, and like it created some of the best memories in TV history, and the announcement of this had me so hyped, and it came, and I didn't have HBO, and then I just couldn't be bothered to fly the black flag, and now
Couldn't bother to fly the black flag.
and now I haven't seen it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I just feel like it again, because it is that water cooler show. Everyone talked about it,
Mhm.
and I felt so on the outside. And it hurts more because from everything I've heard, it's a great show. So
Yeah.
it kind of sucks that I did not partake.
You know how many times in my office they'd be like, "Yo, you guys watching House of Dragons?"
I
And I had to be
know.
like, "I don't know."
Yeah, and they look at you funny.
Yeah, and they're like, That's why I didn't renew my contract because I couldn't participate in water cooler talk.
Probably.
But yeah, it was. That makes sense. Right?
Mhm.
I understand why you
Mhm.
would pick that.
Mm-hmm.
My winner for never got around to it is Elden Ring, arguably the biggest game of the year.
Some would say that is the biggest game of the year. Yeah.
Between this and God of War.
I think collectively, the world thinks the Elden Ring is the biggest game of the
People
year.
played a lot of fucking Elden Ring this year. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And
I'm actually very surprised considering how much you do like From Software.
I do.
How much you like that formula.
The thing is like the Souls type games, I just felt so kind of strung out on them. Like I did Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and then I couldn't bring myself to do Dark Souls 3. And then Elden Ring came out and I was just kind of like this is more Dark Souls, less Sekiro, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of whatever. But it just everyone made it sound so sick that I bought it now and I've played a whole 5 minutes of it.
Because Elden
This
Ring
year.
is very sick. Like, it's
Yeah.
such a cool game. I think it does get a little bit long in the tooth, but because like I said, I haven't finished it yet.
Mhm. But there's just the whole like setting up of like the thing about Dark Souls in general is that it's very linear for as open as it makes you feel it is, right? It is a very one path game. But this really feels like you could just go on a horse to the west until you can't go west anymore.
You can, but they level gate you.
Okay.
Right? Like, things will get too strong and you realize I could go somewhere else where it's like, you can,
Yeah.
hammer your head at a wall and get through it.
Okay.
Or you can, like, the game is still made to guide you where you should be going.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
That said, it is like the formula does not change. It is like that. And it really depends on how much you prefer to play games completely blind, or if you like games where you understand that maybe you will have to have a guide open.
For Elden Ring, you're saying?
Yeah. Like
Mhm.
that style of game, right?
Fair. I only use guides ever on my second playthroughs.
No, that's
Yeah.
fine. But sometimes because of the nature of this game.
Like you're just stuck.
Yeah. And I don't even mean like, oh, you don't know where to go. I just mean like, oh, you fucked up your build because the stats don't really correlate to what you think they mean.
Right?
I'm
a little worried about that because I did start Wretched.
Yeah.
The level 1, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So I have the most freedom, but.
Yeah. And like the thing is, when the stats matter as much as they do, it's a bit of a bummer when you play a game and you're like, oh, I fucked up, but not because the game decided that not telling you how their own functions work was part of the game. Like I don't personally agree with that.
Fair enough.
I feel like that's a little too hardcore.
I think that only is too hardcore when it comes to the time sink. Right?
Yeah.
Like if the time sink is like 5 hours and I fucked up, I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
If the time sink is 80 hours and I fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, it's easily a 100-hour game, right? Okay. Like I'm at 75 hours and I'm not anywhere near finishing it yet.
Fair enough.
I'd probably say this goes to Elden Ring only because you can't speak to House of Dragons, but I can speak to Elden Ring.
Okay.
And I know that's a very good game.
Yeah. Honestly, I would have given it either way.
Yeah, but I think based on our show,
Elden
Ring's probably
Elden Ring. Also, like, it's such a fucking gamer cultural phenomenon for like.
It was. I
months,
couldn't believe that game won Game of the Year at thing.
I think my thing is like I didn't play it because at the time I didn't have this sick computer.
Yeah.
But also I was like planning on buying a PlayStation 5. So I just kept putting it off. And then I never bought a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I think this was the game I bought with my PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
So there you go. Cool. Oh boy. You ready for this one? Song of the Year.
Oh God. All right.
You ready?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
If you say One Republic, I'm gonna lose my mind.
My runner-up, the one, Kid Laroi.
Kid Laroi.
1,000 Miles.
What the fuck is this?
Okay, well, if you don't know it, then you don't know it.
You gotta put it on. We gotta listen to it. We listen to the other ones.
It sounds like a Kid Laroi song.
I don't know who Kid Laroi is.
You've heard him.
What song with Bieber? Which one? See, these songs are so forgettable that they're not good. They're just 20-second earworms.
This is Kid Laroi. You want me to scroll through it? You heard the voice?
No.
Is it?
I know the voice.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever heard this.
Then I don't know if I can really fight for it.
Can you go to the chorus? Let's keep going. I will never change. Is this it? Is
Yeah.
this the chorus? I'm not trying to fuck with you. I don't think I've ever heard this song.
My God.
I don't think I've ever heard this song in my life.
This is okay.
All right, before we get copyrighted, pause that shit.
Yeah. It's basically a sad song. That's all it is.
It's just generic sad song?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sure. God damn.
Wait till the T-Swift comes out.
My runner-up is my favorite song on the Carly Rae Jepsen album. It is Sideways.
Okay.
By Carly Rae. And this one starts off as a banger. So...
What do you mean it starts off as a banger?
Like this song has everything I like about music progression and song progression, where it builds up, has all this like fun stuff as you're going through the song, but also it starts off with a groovy.
There's grooviness here?
Yeah. Just give it like 5 seconds, dude. Relax.
Oh, I understand why. Oh, I see what you mean now.
Right. But it starts off with the groove and then builds up through the song.
I feel like this is the type of song that I'd have to listen to multiple times before I appreciate it.
But it sucks you in with the hook immediately, which you love. Which you love that.
Yeah, but you gotta like the hook.
You don't like the hook? You don't like the groove here? See, but now we're getting like just the...
I don't know. It's tough to say. I don't think it's bad.
Everything's going my... And it's just, this is like, I'm walking down...
This is the chorus now,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I'm walking down the street. I'm feeling good about the day. The sun is out.
Wait, why don't you like the One Republic song then?
Because this is a better constructed song than the One Republic song. It is actually interesting to listen to.
But the One Republic song just works.
Yeah, there's no substance to that song. It is all flat.
No, I see why you choose it. I get
Yeah.
it. I understand. My real one is actually the song made famous by anime Cyberpunk.
Oh, I want to stay at your house.
That's the song.
That's a good song.
That's my song.
That's a good song. You don't have to play it. That's a good song.
I know you know what it sounds like. If you've watched the show, you know what it sounds like. But I think the song on its own is good, but I think it's because of like where they use it in that anime, and it's just very powerful.
Also, like it's so that was in the game before,
But like
the show came out.
Yeah.
But that is like that song placement is a big testament to like context really matters.
Yeah.
And like putting this song to something like a memory or a event can really amp up the emotionality of what you're listening to.
So that's why it's my number one, but I understand if we don't pick it only because it's my number one by association to the
But that song is good by itself. That is
I do think it's good by itself. It's on my Spotify.
Okay.
Which number one? Oh,
my
God.
number one.
It's JD.
It's Jazz, baby. It's JD Beck and Domi, Take a Chance, featuring Anderson .Paak.
Take a chance?
Take a chance. Just don't do the music video because they have like a whole like skit thing. Just do like the audio if you can find the lyrics or something.
Yeah, I found it.
There.
But it's jazz.
But it's jazz. But it's a lyrical jazz. So it starts off with like a little bit of rapping and rhyming.
Yeah, I was going to say, this does not sound like the jazz that I grew up with.
It's like an odd, but it's still like, it's jazz influences. A lot of odd time signatures. Yeah. Like the beat is not typical of like what you would hear on the radio, but everything kind of flows together and it gets in a
You know what this song reminds me of?
What?
Like it has all these elements to it, and on their own, they're all very interesting. Just like in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh my God!
But together,
I know that is the best movie.
But together,
to be released here,
they just don't work.
Dude, yeah, what the fuck you talking? You're crazy. That's crazy. Let's get to let's wait.
Like this part, I'm cool with this part.
Yeah,
the whole beginning, a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
that I could have cut out.
No, you couldn't have cut it out because it's integral to the song.
I don't even know what this song's about.
Because you're not listening. You're not experiencing the song.
I'm trying to listen to it.
Then you got the...
Is this it?
It's a very inward-looking song. And it plays around with pop music, R&B. You got some jazz influences in there.
God, I feel high.
Yes.
God, that song makes me feel like I'm on drugs.
Yes.
All right.
That's what music should do. It should make you feel like if you're on drugs.
I definitely like your Carly Rae way better than that song.
I would pick Sideways if I would like this to not go to the randomizer.
But you see, I feel like I need to be exposed to Korean music some more.
No, because like I would also pick Your House, Coming Over to Your House.
Yeah.
Because I like that song, but I don't know if that song came out this year. That's the problem.
So me either. I don't know, but I only know it found it this year. But if that's the case, I did have a runner-up. If you don't want to choose it,
hold on. Let me look up when Come Over to Your House.
Watch it be like 2017,
dude. It's like 2018.
Really? You want a runner-up?
Is this it? Is this the one?
It might be.
Come Over to My House. Is that what it's called?
I really want to stay at your house.
Oh, I really want to stay at your house.
Yeah.
I really wanna.
Yeah, Come Over to My House is something else. I think that's before 4. Come over to my house. I really want to come
Rosa
over
Walton.
to my house. That was in before 4. That's like one of the.
No.
Yeah.
No. It was original music written for Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh.
So it came out technically in 2022 or 2020 when Cyberpunk released.
Did it really come out in 2020?
Yeah, because it was fucking broken for a year and a half.
Wow. Okay, so then you want my other pick?
What's your other pick?
Antihero. What? Taylor Swift.
No.
TJ knows the song.
No.
TJ knows the song.
It's either Sideways or the randomizer. It's Sideways or the randomizer. I don't have to tell you, kid. It's one of my picks or the randomizer.
How do you know he's going to randomize?
I don't know. That's the part. That's the gamble.
Well,
that's the gamble.
I like your Sideways song.
Okay.
I don't like it enough to say that it was Song of the Year.
Bitch.
Let's send it.
We're sending it over to TJ. So how this works is that TJ has the ability to pick from one of our picks. He is kind of inclined to pick one of our picks. He should, but he doesn't have to.
No, there's no gun to his head.
So. I am putting a gun to his head right now. Click clack, motherfucker. All right. Do you have one on mind? Do you need to think about it, or do you want the microphone? The ones we picked. Interesting. Wait, what do you listen to first? Sideways. Okay.
That's what he's listening to.
It's a good song.
It's a decent song.
It's a great song.
It's a good song.
It's probably the best song.
You know what? It's a good song.
It's the best song on that album.
Is it?
And it's better than every Taylor Swift song on that album.
Is it? Antihero. You
just put it on mute. You don't really have to.
That's how good it is. It transcends
it kind of
sound.
Sucks. You just don't waste your time, honestly.
Yeah, of course. That's all you need to know.
I hate your approach to music. Oh my God.
Well, what's the part of the song that you hear the most?
The chorus is the part you hear the least.
What are you talking about?
It's supposed to be.
The chorus?
The verses are always longer than the choruses.
Yeah, but the choruses are the actual parts that repeat.
Yeah.
You only ever hear the verses once. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're saying that because you hear them twice, you hear them more, not that they're a bigger percentage of the whole song.
No.
Oh, okay, I was going by percentage.
But that really depends on the song.
True.
Right? Like, Hit Me Baby One More Time. Like,
Me
do you
baby.
even know the verses?
My loneliness
Goddamn.
is killing me, and
Yeah, see?
dude, or like, what, Tony Braxton?
Yeah, like, all those songs
Braxton.
are verse. That's it. Like, they have, like, 2 lines. Right? Like, I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys.
Who
There's
do you think I am? Listen, I know you're just a bad example. I know all these lyrics, kid. All right, I know the songs. You can't do that to me.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'm a karaoke master.
What I'm trying to say is,
Carla,
all you need to listen is the chorus.
bro, come on, it's so.
Thong Song is only
That
chorus.
thong, I like it when that baby.
Yeah,
gone.
that
I like it when
song
that
is
booty gone.
one chorus.
Baby.
That's it.
Wait,
Like,
I'm
it's
trying to think if I
wild.
can think of the thong song lyrics. One did it go so scandalous? When he's in my things and ring. I know I can't. I know the beat, but I
Yeah.
don't remember the lyrics.
That's
All right,
okay.
you got me. You got me on the thong song. You got me on Cisco. That's cheating though.
Got it on the classic.
Cisco only had one song. I don't know about
it was chorus
that
only.
song. Dong, dong, dong.
Yeah, the thong.
God damn.
That's ooh, that dress so scandalous.
Where you at? Do you have a decision?
Has a decision been made? Will court be adjourned?
We're gonna pass the mic over to TJ here.
All right.
Right.
So I gave it a good 30-second listen.
Wow.
You know, skip to different parts of the song.
Good job.
No, I can't think of any K-pop songs that came out this year. But I really like this Carly Rae Jepsen one.
Wow.
No, that's what I'm choosing.
hell yeah!
Oh wow.
Because I like Taylor Swift's older songs. Oh, is that real?
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones.
Dude, you heard it here first.
Sounds like it's Carly
Carly
Rae.
Rae Jepsen, dude.
What's it called?
Sideways.
Sideways.
Sideways. What a good song.
Where's my cursor?
You gotta put that thing on so when you press Control, it like does the circle around your cursor so you can find it on your monitors.
Oh yeah.
It's very useful.
Soon. All right. Sideways takes Song of the Year. Carly Rae Jepsen. Are you satisfied?
Yes, extremely,
You know what? As long as it wasn't jazz.
dude. You know what? You're not ready for jazz, but in the next year or two, you're gonna be listening to jazz.
And you won't.
You're gonna be listening to because I'll be on to the next cool thing. 'Cause I already told you what was sick. You just don't listen.
Doesn't matter.
Just don't listen. But we have TV show of the year.
Oh, sick. TV show of the year.
Do I start here or do you start here?
Sure.
Okay. My runner-up for TV show of the year, probably no surprise, is Extraordinary Attorney Woo.
Ah, yes.
This
Yes.
I gushed about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
This show, I usually don't like K-dramas. I think they suffer from kind of stale writing.
And this has opened your eyes.
I think they're kind of mid most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But
And now
this
you're
one
ready.
mixed the intrigue of law, drama, and crimes with a very interesting concept of living as a kind of like high functioning autistic person, which is a very unique premise, not only just in terms of television in general, because usually when they have like the autist guy, he's like some savant and there's literally no downside to his powers, right?
Yeah.
But in this one, they show both the good and the bad, but also the fact that this show came out of Asia, I think is extremely surprising. And maybe that's just me not being familiar with the kind of content that comes out of there.
Could be. I don't know.
It could be, but I did not expect anything like this to come out of South Korea. And they handle, from what I've read and what I feel when watching the show, they handled having autism very well.
Yeah.
They show both the upsides and the downsides, some personal relationship problems. All the crime stuff is super interesting. And they like throw in really hard questions that are like not only just like societal issues for South Korea, in the child kidnapping episode where a camp counselor was charged with kidnapping these kids because he felt that like modern day camps for kids, like the education camps and the study groups, are like modern day torture type stuff.
Yeah.
And which is crazy when I brought up that one story of how Asia has a fucking myopia problem where they're making their kids study so much and so hard from such a young age that like 90% of adults are getting nearsightedness, right? And that kind of plays on that. But also the more societal ones of like should we allow people who are mentally handicapped to a certain extent the ability to make mistakes as like a regular person? There was one episode where someone creates or has a relationship with somebody who is, I guess their IQ is low enough that they are considered like legally mentally handicapped. And everything they show in the show is that it seems like their love is genuine, but society will not allow it because of the implications that could happen in future cases. Even though this one might work out, this person still has to be punished by the eyes of society rather than the individual case.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like hard shit like that.
For sure.
It's an awesome show. It's real good. I highly recommend it, even if you don't like K-dramas. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen parts of this show. I've seen a couple episodes. It's pretty cool. I understand why you like it.
Yeah.
I'm more surprised that you watched it all.
Yeah, I can't believe I watched it all.
Yeah.
I marathon that shit. I finished in like 2-3 days.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, no, you know what, listeners, as a side note, I actually was on the train, and I found Anthony there.
Yeah.
And he was watching it.
I was watching K-drama on the train. And he's like, what are you doing? I'm watching K-drama. He's like, what the
Holy
fuck?
smokes. Okay, I actually had a really tough time with this category this year.
Because you didn't watch any TV.
Kinda.
Oh, no.
Other than our number one, I can't recall.
Our number one. Interesting
Our
that you would
number
say
one.
that.
Our number one.
Interesting.
I already know what number one is.
Interesting.
The only thing I remember finishing in its entirety was Halo.
You finished Halo?
I finished Halo.
I forgot that you finished Halo.
And Halo, what a polarizing show.
All right, I'm going to go back to Surprise of the Year.
Yeah.
And I want to vote for the fact that you finished Halo.
There are some things that Master Chief does in Halo that are like, whoa.
Like cool whoa or like out of character whoa?
Well, like, I guess you would never think that Master Chief doesn't have sex, but when you see it, it's kind of weird, right?
Master Chief has sex in that show?
Well, you know what? I'm not even going to continue.
You can spoil it. It's the end of the year show.
Yeah, maybe some people listening will be like, what the fuck? I want to watch this now.
Okay, fair.
Like, they definitely do not go...
Is everything super?
Dude, what?
He's a super soldier. I don't have to tell you.
But yeah, like the show, I think it's polarizing because it is 100% not following the Halo canonical storyline that we are used to. It takes its own path, does its own thing. And that's what makes it interesting. It also, I just still can't believe how good it looks for a TV show. I mean, like
Fair
with
enough.
the suits
Yeah, they
and
did
stuff.
put the budget into that show.
There are some action sequences too that are just insane.
The shows like this usually have a problem where all the costumes that come from something, they look like cosplay.
Yeah.
But this, like that Halo suit, looks like if a Halo suit were real.
Yeah.
Like they look good.
Yeah. That said, I don't think like a lot of the show was 100% well written.
Fair.
Maybe it wasn't entirely the best story, but it always kept me engaged. It kept me like I wanted to know. Like the idea of it being a different story intrigued me.
Okay.
But I understand why people wouldn't like that.
All right.
But that's why it was my runner-up. But it's runner-up by default because I can't think of anything else I finished that I like. There's like My Dress Up Darling, but like I don't know. It's like another rom-com. Like these are all dime a dozen.
Okay.
Right. Spy X Family was cool, but again, like didn't hit me.
All right.
If you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
And I didn't watch enough of Gundam to put that in here.
You didn't finish Witch or continue keep up with it?
I watched like I had problems this year with anime.
True, you did. You did kind of blow your load on Bleach and then didn't watch any more anime ever again.
I couldn't even use it in Late to the Party because I've seen all that show.
It's so crazy. God damn.
Okay, go. What's your show of the year?
All right. My show of the year is
Please.
Spy X Family. No,
Really?
okay. No, it's
Really?
it's Edge Runners.
That's what I thought.
It's Edge Runners.
So is mine. And I don't know if we need to say anything more.
We've talked about it enough on the show.
Yeah.
Listeners, you should have watched it by now.
Yeah.
Watch Edge Runners.
Yeah.
The show is crazy.
Absolutely. No arguments here.
Done.
Cyberpunk,
Put it up there.
Edge Runners.
Done and done.
All right. Movie of the year. What do you want to go here?
I think you're up for runner-up
Okay.
first.
My runner-up for movie of the year is probably. Well, here's the thing. The movies I picked aren't necessarily what I think are actually the best movies.
Okay.
They're the movies that I felt like brought me back to the theater. Like, they're the movies that I enjoyed being in the theatrical experience for. there probably might be better movies, but like,
So, okay, before you even continue,
yeah.
are these movies... Do you think that there are movies you enjoyed more that came out this year than the ones you're picking?
I think if I were to watch these movies at home, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed them.
I don't know if that matters. Yeah.
Oh.
Is there any movie you saw that you think is better than the ones in your list?
Maybe one of them, yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
that.
I think one of them is definitely not going to make it.
Because, like, honestly, if you saw it in the theater, like,
Yeah.
I still think the movie theater is the optimal way to see a movie.
Yeah, but like I feel like there's lots of movies out there that you could watch it at home or at the theater. And I don't know if it would make a difference. Whereas some of them are like, if you didn't watch it in the theater, I don't think you would have got the impact
True,
of it.
Fast
right?
Nine, yeah.
Well, isn't that that's like the whole idea behind like a summer blockbuster, right?
Yeah.
So because of that, my runner-up is The Batman.
Okay.
You know, I will not go and say that this is the best movie I've seen this year, but it really was.
Oh, you're saying it's better than The Dark Knight.
I'm not saying that. But I am saying it is like a noir detective story, and I was very intrigued. I think it's too long. I think they could have cut out
They could have cut out some of the end, yeah.
But it had really high highs, but again, very long.
All right.
And I really loved Robert Pattinson in it. I think his portrayal of the Batman might be my favorite of all the Batmen. I know it's kind of wild to say that considering he's been in one movie and the other ones have like
Twilight.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in the one with William Dafoe, The Lighthouse.
Yeah, the black and white one. Yeah. But I think
I love where his career's gone.
like his performance alone is worth it for that movie, and seeing just the rainy Gotham that they've built, how dirty it is.
Yeah.
Just like when it all came together with the sound and like just a lot of the sequences, it just felt like a almost scary. Like it never felt like a superhero movie. It just felt like a scary detective story, and it felt like the Batman I've always read in comics, but not the one that I've seen portrayed on the big screen. And I think like that for me just cemented like this is a very, very cool movie. Again, I don't think I liked it better than something, let's say, Glass Onion.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it seeing it in the theater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anecdotally,
Yeah.
I do agree with the fact that it is a kind of grittier Batman because my mom
Oh yeah.
was like, "Hey, you want to see a movie? I want to see the new Batman movie," and she's expecting like a Marvel movie
Yeah.
as Batman.
Yeah.
And we were going through it, and we got it to the end of that, and she's like, "That movie was really dark."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, that's Batman."
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, I was expecting like the Avengers." I was like, "No, oh no, Mom, no, I'm so sorry. No, it's different. It's hella different."
Yeah, it was.
I told her about like the Killing Joke and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Mom, so like one of the most famous Batman stories is about a girl getting shot in the spine and being paralyzed for the rest of comic history." And she's like, "Jesus Christ." Like, I think that like that movie to regular audiences is probably what happened to my mom.
Yeah.
Where like it's just very polarizing because like people know of Batman, but they're so like used to a certain type of superhero movie that when Detective Batman comes out, people ain't ready for the grit.
Yeah. And I think that's what I loved Detective Batman.
Yeah.
Like it was, and the fact that he was just in the suit while not doing superhero, like he would just go through the crime scene in the suit. Like I loved all of it.
Yeah. Same.
That was a cool movie.
It was a good movie. My runner-up for movie of the year is also a movie that brought me to theaters. And I can't believe I liked so much that I saw it twice.
Oh.
That is Top Gun Maverick.
Good choice.
Top Gun Maverick to me is like the demon slayer of movies.
Okay.
Where
nothing happened. Like
nothing extraordinary happened within, like, other than the stunts, like the fact that they're using real jets and all the meta stuff of the movie is awesome, right? Just like the kind of like the meta stuff of the animation and all the like how they utilize 3D in Demon Slayer is really cool.
Yeah.
But nothing they do within the story of Top Gun Maverick is especially unique.
Nope.
Is especially surprising.
Nope.
And honestly, you could kind of guess your way through that movie and guess the whole plot
Probably
as it's going, because they signpost so much shit.
Yeah.
But they do everything to the utmost perfection of what they are trying to do within the genre they are trying to portray.
Yeah.
I can't knock it.
Yeah.
Right? This is supposed to be the summer action blockbuster where you go see Tom Cruise, a movie star.
Yeah.
One of the last movie stars like arguably,
Yeah.
doing cool shit that is just so outside of the realm of reality that you can't even they can't believe they filmed this, right?
Mhm.
It's just a fun romp. It's
Yeah.
a great time. There's jokes to be had.
Yeah.
There's a cute little love interest story in there.
Yep.
There's twists. There's turn. Like, it's just good.
Yeah.
It's just a good action movie. It's solid.
Yeah.
And I can't knock it for that. I can't, it's one of those things, if you listen to the show, I love it when shit is off the wall.
Yeah.
Throw something, this is just so well made that I can't, I have to give it credit.
Yeah.
Right? It's just good.
Yeah.
It's just real good.
Yeah. My winner is Top Gun.
Okay.
For everything you said, Top Gun was just it was the one that made I guess it also has to do with the fact that I guess we've been in the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think this past year was the year where things started to open up on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
And Top Gun was the one where you felt like, oh shit, it's the summer.
Yeah.
Like going to the theater, no mask, crowd cheering, whatever, booming sound, it got me.
People did forget how to go to the fucking theater, though. People sitting in other people's
Yeah,
seats,
they
just
did.
talking shit during the
Yeah.
movie. Kind of sucked.
Yeah, but
That's the growing pains.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. There's nothing fun about that. But it reminded me of just we're getting back. We're going back to something.
Okay.
And I just really loved that movie. It was such a shonen hero movie. Tom Cruise can't die.
You can't.
And
And he's supposed to teach the new generation, but he's so good
I know.
that they pull him out of retirement.
And he just does it himself.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Loved it. I loved every bit of that movie. That movie was so good.
When they had the fucking two-way football game going.
Yep.
You wanted teamwork. Here it is.
Yeah.
God, it's so dumb.
Some great lines. And like we said in the Listener Awards, Miles Teller was great, but Glenn Powell.
Baby.
my
What a breakout
God.
role for that kid.
Hangman. Damn.
Because he leaves you hanging.
Yep. That's true. Oh, God. I forgot about that. Yeah.
It was the guy, Bob.
Bob. Yeah.
Bob.
Oh, Bob.
There are a lot of good characters in that
Yeah.
movie. That's what that movie needed. Was characters.
Yeah. They didn't explain why Jennifer Connelly was so loaded, but okay, sure, whatever.
She runs a bar.
She runs a bar, drives a Porsche Carrera R. That car's worth 6 digits.
It's worth more than the bar.
Yeah, how does she have that? Single mom.
She is stealing money from people, right?
Oh, is that-
Remember when she started, she just forced Tom Cruise to pay for everybody's drinks in the bar. I don't think that's legal.
That's true with a hustle like that.
Dude, the hustle be crazy.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
The way she runs her business, that's a shakedown.
That's cool. And also, I guess Tom Cruise must be loaded too, but all right.
True. And then, dude, she uses all the students as muscle
Yeah.
unwillingly in her
Yep.
fucking Ponzi scheme.
Yep.
She's
Good for her.
Dude, she's a level 100 mafia boss. That shit's crazy.
Maybe she really should have been Female of the Year.
Maybe. Yeah, now that you think about it,
Holy
now you think of
shit.
all the crimes she's
Damn,
committing.
That girl's hot.
Jesus Christ.
I don't even have to know. I can guess what your number one is.
Guess. You'll never guess.
It's Michelle Yeoh, starring in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragoon.
No. Actually, I had that game for the PS1. It's pretty
Oh,
good.
really?
Yeah. No, yeah, it's Everything Everywhere All at Once. That movie, it started the year with a showstopper.
Yep.
I'll go through it quickly because I've gushed about this movie so much on this show.
Yep.
It brought new hope.
New Hope.
Not the Star Wars thing. It brought a new hope within me. It sparked a fire within me that movies cannot, they can be not schlock, right? They can just not, they don't have to be cookie cutter, whatever
that's
they
what you mean,
think
okay.
the most, will hit the widest amount of audience. They can make a really touching immigrant family story involving multiple dimensions and take it in a unique direction that just surprise you every single time they make an act change, a scene transition. My favorite part of the movie there were no spoken lines. Okay,
What do you mean?
When they go to the rock scene and they go to the universe where they're both rocks
With the subtitles?
and they use the subtitles to kind of portray the most honestly the most emotional moment of the movie of the mother and daughter trying to finally understand each other, devoid of the distractions of the multiverse. And then you're also experiencing that deathly silence, and you're forced to confront what they didn't want to confront.
Yeah.
There's like this movie works on so many levels, from cinematography to stunts, just the plain idea, the world they set up of like the alpha verse.
Yeah.
And also the fact that Michelle Yeoh's universe is special because she made the worst choices at every possible branching path.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they're like, yeah, this universe is cool because this is the worst universe that you have. Like, you've made every wrong, and that makes you special to change everything else, right? They take multiverse stuff, flip it on their head. They play with your senses on what you think the movie is going to be, do in general. And then, yeah, you do have all like the hippie bullshit of like the everything bagel.
Oh yeah,
Stuff like that. They have the more like sexually progressive jokes where they're like battling with dildos and shit.
Yeah.
But also has like some of the more like genuinely horrifying part. Like even when I watch horror movies,
Yeah.
that hallway scene with the daughter when she first shows off her
evil side.
her evil side,
Yeah.
and she's like blowing people's heads off and turning them into confetti. It's like
Yeah.
so unnerving.
Yeah.
And it's everything about this movie is done well, just like Top Gun, where everything is done well, but also it has the added layer of everything is fresh. It is an experience at the theater that I never thought I would have.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that the Daniels did something like this is awesome, and that it made so much money in the theaters, even if it was only in North America or America in general.
Yeah.
I think this movie deserves every movie award it could possibly.
Well, definitely not Best Picture
Why?
because it never got nominated for it.
It didn't get nominated for it, bruh.
Yeah, it was the big snub at this year's Golden Globes.
That's racist.
Huh? I don't tell you.
But we can make up for it, Vince.
Can we?
We can by giving.
I might have to
everything
rewatch this movie
everywhere
because
all
like
at once.
I am struggling to remember half the shit you told me just now.
Really?
Yeah.
God, when they're trying to like. So the one thing was for her to get new powers, she had to do a series of random things within her universe that would
did?
like let her borrow it. So like she had to like lick the ground and like do whatever. Or the one guy had to like take a trophy and stick it up his ass to like get
Oh.
a power borrowed from another universe, and how like all the arbitrary decision, like within this world, they figured out that arbitrary decisions aren't that arbitrary, and they could like backtrace the decision for you to borrow powers from other stuff.
Okay.
I don't know. I just think that movie's great.
I don't think the movie's bad. I just think it was too much. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the same reason why JoJo infuriates me.
Yeah, but JoJo's based in Red Pill. It's so sick.
Shut your face,
Dude. What?
Yeah.
Female protag in a jail kid?
Like I've like I said, I've always it's a movie I respect more than I like. That's how I feel about that movie.
And you know, all I need is your respect.
Because I remember seeing that trailer and being like, this could be really phenomenal. And then I watched it. I remember feeling there's a lot of stuff that happened, and 90% of it was meaningless, and the core story was pretty like bare bones.
What? Most I would
Like,
say
the
90% of it was meaningful.
No, I felt like the whole 90% of it was like a distraction, just so you can get to the ending where it's like, sorry, mom.
But the thing is, like, all the distractions are layers of their relationship.
I know, I get it. Like I
Right?
sort of get it, but also it's just like,
And it's
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a small story with overblown explanation. Like that's essentially what it is. It's like when you're watching anime and like the main character has a narration a mile and a half long in your head, but they just decided to visualize it.
yeah, and that's what's interesting about watching the movie. They're using the medium of film to the fullest extent.
Like it's cool if you like it's I like I said, I respect it. I just don't think it was my favorite movie.
Fair.
Right? I don't think it's a bad movie. I think people should watch it, but it's all right.
I feel like I'm going to bat for this movie. I feel like I'm going to bat.
And I feel like it leaves us no choice.
All right, TJ. We need you for best movie.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I picked Everything Everywhere All at Once. Oh, fuck me.
I picked Top Gun Maverick.
He picked Top Gun Maverick.
I don't think you need to hear a runner-up because they don't matter.
Okay, my runner-up is Top Gun Maverick.
Oh,
Yeah, but your runner-up
is the Batman.
is the Batman. And then whatever movies you saw, I guess, but you can do whatever.
He's gonna say, Belle, watch this kid pull out the anime. Watch him pull out Bubble.
Wait, what's this award for? Movie of the year?
The best movie.
Best movie of the year. Okay. Unfortunately, I have not seen everything, everywhere, all at
Can
once.
you explain why you haven't seen that movie? Like, did it just not interest you, or just?
I mean, I wanted to watch it, but then I forgot. And then by the time I remembered, it wasn't in theaters anymore. And then I just never got around to downloading it. Yeah.
Okay, sure. It's around for like 2 months, but okay. You guys, whatever.
But I did see Top Gun Maverick. That movie was great.
Yeah,
So,
he's gonna say Jurassic Park Dominion.
to be honest, I forgot that came out this year too. Also, I didn't see it.
Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever, baby.
No, he's gonna say Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, that movie came out.
Yeah, that movie did come out. He's gonna pick Thor: Love and Thunder.
Man. No, I'm just going to pick Top Gun Maverick
Good choice.
since, you both mentioned it.
I'm a little salty. But Top Gun's a good movie.
Listen, can't win them all.
I can try.
No, I can.
Oh, you specifically only. God damn.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know what to tell you. Like, cool. Top Gun.
Cool.
It was a thing. We liked it. I hope you like it too. Please do not write in next week saying how everything ever all at once was robbed,
Please do. Actually,
because I'll just delete your email.
I'll read it. Listen, we both have access to the email.
Oh shit!
Glass-
TJ would have said a Glass Onion.
Wait, did you watch Glass Onion? No.
He hasn't
oh,
yet,
he didn't
but he
watch-
probably
okay.
would have said that.
That is a good movie.
That's the one I
That's
thought was
like my
better than
third.
Batman.
That's like my third movie.
Yeah, I think with that movie, I liked everything except the ending.
I liked the ending. That was fun.
God damn that ending. Michael Bay showed up and was like, "What's up?"
Hey.
Uh,
But at the end, we got Game.
Game of the Year.
Of
Oh
the
wow.
year.
Okay. Game of the Year. Sure. Yeah. Did you want me to go first?
Yeah, because I went first for a movie. So you
Okay.
go, yeah.
So my runner-up, you'll probably never guess.
Wait, no, I went first. No, you
Okay.
went first for a movie.
Okay.
Bayonetta 3.
Oh yeah, that came out like recently, huh?
Bayonetta 3 came out, and I gotta talk about this game because like nobody else I know has played it, or like if they played it, they haven't beaten it yet, and I want to talk about it. Oh my god! So,
Calm
bro,
down.
okay,
Calm down.
Bayonetta 3.
Put it back in your pants.
Bayonetta 3. I'll run the caveat. It's the worst game of all the Bayonettas.
Oh Jesus, that's all you had to say.
But if Bayonetta 2 is a 10 and Bayonetta 1 is a 9, this is an 8. All right? It is still one of the best games
that's a great game.
to come out this. It is a great game.
That's a great game.
But this game, bro, they went somewhere that I didn't think they would go. And within the multiverse Bayonetta stuff, bro, they kill Bayonetta.
I heard.
Yeah. They kill Bayonetta. So it turns out that the Bayonetta you're playing is a Bayonetta from the third multiverse.
Yes.
And the Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 1 Bayonettas are also in their separate universes.
Oh.
So they're separate characters,
That's pretty cool.
right?
That almost makes me want to play the series.
But this enemy identifies Bayonetta as like the alpha omega connecting all of the universes together.
Are you telling me? Are you about to tell me this is Jet Li's The One?
It is almost so.
Okay.
No, so instead of Jet Li killing all of his clones to make himself stronger,
Yeah.
the villain is trying to destroy all of the Bayonettas to make for him to get power to rise up against the Umbran witches. Right? And the Bayonetta is the connecting line between all multiverses that is stopping him from doing this.
I see.
And it turns out that girl, the punk rocker chick, she is Bayonetta's daughter from another universe where her and the reporter kind of bumped nasties and made a kid.
I was gonna say who's the father. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have ended Bayonetta's saga with this game. And that is why the new Bayonetta game, the Cereza game, is a prequel to everything.
Yeah. So like I could have figured that out, but it's a really cool story.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty sick.
It makes you want to actually go play the series now, just because the story sounds cool.
Yeah, and like even within the first two Bayonettas, like they have somehow done crazier and crazier stories and still made everything link together. So like Bayonetta 1 is its own thing, and then Bayonetta 2 links back into Bayonetta 1 in certain ways.
Yeah.
And then Bayonetta 3 links back into both of those games in certain ways because of the multiverse stuff.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting writing
Yeah.
for something that's supposed to be sexy witch kicks you in the face, the game, like way more than it deserves. And I can't believe Platinum took pretty much their most famous character, like, and decided to axe that shit. And they're like, it's time to move on to something new. Like
About time,
Violet
About time.
will come back. So I think at the end of the game, she does take the name Bayonetta.
But she's not.
But she's not. It's not Bayonetta. It's not Glasses Mommy Milker's Bayonetta.
Yeah, it ain't
Right.
Bayonetta Prime.
No, it's not Bayonetta Prime.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
Bayonetta Alpha
Got
or
it.
Beta.
Wow.
Beta.
Beta.
Yeah.
Netta.
Beta Netta.
Wow.
That's the one.
Okay. Cool.
And I'm super interested to see where the franchise goes now because this character plays completely different than Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3, like
Yeah.
regular Bayonetta.
Yeah.
It's not only, I think, put a very nice cap on this one character's story, but also made me excited, like even more so than like Devil May Cry 6 for where the franchise is going to go, because now it's up in the air for something new and fresh and sick to happen. So it's not just going to be like we're going to shoehorn Bayonetta in like we shoehorned Dante in Devil May Cry 4, right? We're going to do something new. And it's sick. It was a good game all the way through. Super interesting mechanics. It was like kaiju controller at some point. You could like summon dragons and shit. It was good. It was very good. I really liked it.
Sounds cool. My runner-up doesn't have quite the story of Bayonetta.
Okay.
Because my runner-up is a racing game.
iRacing.
I played a lot of racing games this year.
Okay.
But the one that really captured my heart, and it's probably come as a surprise because it was so long ago, but I haven't really talked about, is Gran Turismo 7.
Interesting.
After 7 years of development, this game comes out, PlayStation 5.
The car culture game.
And the car, and that is why I'm picking it, because
Okay.
at this point, it is more than just a game. Like, yes, it's buying cars. Yes, you race around. And yes, I still think Gran Turismo has a lot of work to do when it comes to fun single-player racing, career
Or
mode
like
style.
their sim system, I guess.
Yes. But when it comes to, like, everything else, because I play a lot of racing games, and, like, but I play different racing games because there's a specific feature to them that I really enjoy. Like with iRacing, it's the competitive sim.
Okay.
Formula One it's the only one it's F1, right? I like Assetto Corsa because it's gorgeous. But Gran Turismo is the only game that wraps everything together in a package that offers the most to anybody who wants to play a racing game.
No matter to the audience, I would guess.
No matter the audience. And throughout the year, every month, they've continually supported it to constantly give you more things to do, content to experience. And it's just grown and grown and grown. I was surprised and also not surprised that when I did like my PlayStation wrap up, Gran Turismo was the game that was on top in terms of hours spent. I think I had like 100. So
Oh, nice. Right.
and
that game came out mid-year, a little bit later in the
like
back.
March.
Yeah. Oh,
So
it came out early.
It came out early.
I thought it came out like the mid.
No, it came out
okay,
early.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Gran Turismo is my run up for game of the year. I think. Yeah, you guys know I like cars. There's just no way I was not gonna not have a car game.
Yeah.
And like, it's Gran Turismo, love it or hate it. It is huge. And the thing about this game that I love the most was it took the competitive steps from sport. That was what it's called, right? Sport.
Yeah.
And it implemented it here, and did lots of fun.
Nice.
So that's what I picked.
Cool. Good job.
Yeah.
I understand that pick. The
Yeah.
fact that it's like this game to like. I thought you were me explaining why you like that game. Like
Yeah.
it's such a like a hipster. Like
Yeah.
I'm so deep into the car culture type
Yes.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Like, don't get me wrong, I really want to put Elden Ring there,
Yeah.
and Horizon Forbidden West was also a favorite. But if I'm being honest with myself, it's Gran Turismo.
All right. Okay. Respectable
Yeah.
choice. Respectable choice. Game of the year. God of War.
God of War.
It's God of War
Ragnarok.
Holy fuck.
Wow, what a game.
Jesus Christ, dude. So not only was that game like visually appealing, even on the PS4, at like every step of the adventure, I don't think I ever got bored with the combat.
That game's pacing is incredible.
It's perfect.
Yeah, like so many games either give you everything too fast or bleed it out too slow.
Yeah.
But God of War, moment to moment, always gave you something new. Like they always dangled that carrot just far enough for you to touch it.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you got it, there was like another more enticing carrot. But interjected in between, they gave you like the introspective stuff, like the father-son relationship, the rebellion of the teenager, right? And then
wanting to become a man,
Yeah.
wanting to become an adult.
it's all mixed in with the Norse mythology and the ongoing story in the background. Even the relationship with Freya,
Yeah.
like it's wild. I can't believe that game is that good. I'm still amazed at how good that game is.
So I said it on the podcast before. I think this is I jokingly said like dad simulator.
Yeah.
But like father-child relationship type story, I think it overtakes The Last of Us for me. Like I think I like this story of Kratos and Atreus more than Ellie and Joel.
I think I agree. Yeah, but I think
It is a different story because you're getting like all the context of the first game and there's more.
yeah, and it's two different points.
This kind of feels like what I thought The Last of Us 2 should have been.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I
Like,
understand that.
It's the deepening part of that relationship where you got the intro, you got the whole like we worked through a bunch of shit together and we're both kind of like broken, but we solved it along the way.
Yeah.
And then where The Last of Us 2 was like, no, die. The God of War saw that story to its conclusion.
Yeah.
And,
And I like that. Like it wrapped it. Like it was just like
So what did you like? I know the ending was kind of controversial.
Yeah.
For like what people thought about it, but like, what did you think of the ending?
which like
Like the fact that I don't know how spoiler heavy do we want to be?
okay.
Because like you lose a character.
I thought it was great
I thought that was great too.
because like that's the like in the first game he's a boy.
Yeah.
In this game he's a young man.
Yep.
And the whole story is about that journey of like of adolescence, of becoming, of going from childhood to young adult.
Finding new mentors outside of your family space,
Absolutely.
even if they might be shady
Yeah.
fucks, right?
But at the same time, it's the idea of Kratos learning to, I guess, let the person he loves the most, like learn to make the mistakes on their own instead of him yelling at like. I don't know. I just thought it was a very powerful story.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of like cheesy to say, but he like broke the chains of fate.
Yeah.
Right? Like the game, they keep making references back to like God of War 3. Was it 3 where he fought the Fates?
Yeah.
Yeah. To 3 where it's like you can't change your fate, Kratos, and he's like,
watch me.
Yeah, okay, sure, I guess. Yeah, I've never done that before, huh? That one like little thing with Mimir where he's like, what did you? Oh, I went back in time and fought my. He's like, you mean metaphorically, right? No. Oh, okay.
Got it.
But yeah, the whole game is about like the big metaphor there is not just breaking the fate that they are destined to go towards on their adventure, but it's like breaking the cycle of like the thing you learned as a kid and how you grew up. You don't have to make your child do the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? They don't have to grow up exactly like you, right? And if you're if you're happy with that, sure. Maybe you do want them to do. But if you're unhappy with that, like Kratos was, you don't have to keep the cycle of anger continuing. And the fact that they have him walk off screen, right, in that way, and then you're kind of left with like your new platonic best bud. That is such a great way to end that story.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's God of War.
It's God of War. The game's crazy.
Yeah, it was. Which leads us to
The best of the year.
Oh
Boy.
So let's go through the winners.
All the wanners.
Hottest female
All right.
goes to Marin
I hate that
Kitagawa
shit. God damn.
from My Dress Up
I
Darling.
hate that shit.
Our male crush goes to Brad Pitt
I love that.
as he was
Approved.
seen in Bullet Train.
Yeah.
Underappreciated was the Jazz.
Jazz is underappreciated.
The Jazz Masters, JD Beck and Domi.
Hell yeah.
Disappointment of the year: the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Wow.
Just the whole thing.
Damn. That's rough.
That brutal, kid.
Late to the party. It Takes Two. Best meme. It's Morbin time.
Morbin time. Hell yeah.
The best surprise is Vince plays Marvel Snap.
Yeah, not Marvel Snap. The fact that you played it.
I can't believe how long I played it. God damn.
You're still playing it, I think.
No, I am. Never got around to it. Anthony did not get around
Into Elden Ring.
to Elden Ring. Song of the year is Sideways by Carly Rae Jepsen.
Hell yeah.
TV show of the year is Cyberpunk Edge Runners. The movie of the year is Top Gun. And game of the year is God of War Ragnarok, which leads us to decide best of the year from all these winners.
I can cut this down to 2 options.
Okay.
God of War
Yes.
and Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Oh, we're thinking the same, huh? Okay.
Like I can confidently take out pretty much everything from this list.
I think you're right. I think it is going to go to Cyberpunk or God of War Ragnarok.
The thing is, which one does it go to?
I think
These are 2 very... They're surprisingly similar stories, but they're taken from very different viewpoints.
Yeah, I suppose it's the angle you want to look at, because, like, Cyberpunk is obviously the shorter, more digestible package.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say Ragnarok is the better overall product. Like, if I had
can see
to,
that.
like, if I had to, but if I had to recommend one to somebody,
Maybe Cyberpunk?
it would be Cyberpunk.
Yeah, because
Because the problem with the Ragnarok is you kind of have to be pretty competent at video games.
and you have to have played the first game.
That's true. It does not stand alone on its, like...
Yeah, they have like a recap, but you kind of don't get the same.
No,
Yeah.
like, the power of the story here comes from the fact that you've been on the adventure from the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And in some ways, like, I don't know if we should penalize this because of that, because it needs this qualifier.
Yeah.
But in other ways, like, it wouldn't be as good as it is if it didn't have the qualifier.
Yeah,
So,
that's fair.
I don't know.
So like the thing when I say it's similar stories, like both stories are like of
Have
growth
Yeah.
and becoming a man and doing all this stuff. But where God of War takes the dad way, Cyberpunk takes the
kid way.
the kid way, and it's too. It's like the alt endings. This is like Cyberpunk is like path B.
Yeah, this
right?
is like this man. Like, he chose the dark path and he
followed it through.
He committed to it.
Yeah,
To its bitter end.
and the fact that they had this show like kind of commit the whole way is really it's I guess not surprising, but I respect them for it. Of like, we are gonna take these characters you love and you think they're gonna grow,
Yeah.
but the situation they're in makes it so hard that there's no reasonable way you would believe that they would make these situations, and so they take the path of the dark side, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like if our boy had a dad figure, if he had a Kratos in his life, right? And he did, that's the thing. It's just that after his mom died, the secondary dad figure ended up being a bum.
Yeah.
Right? He went cyber psycho, and
He had a poor dad figure.
and then like, so where Kratos is breaking the loop, this is Cyberpunk shows the deadliness of staying within the loop.
Yeah.
Right? And even though he gets this cool little moment to pop off, right?
Yep.
He gets it. He becomes like crazy cyber. He does all the gravity shit. That whole last episode's awesome. He not only puts himself in danger, but he puts a bunch of people that he loves in danger,
Mm-hmm.
and he pays the ultimate price for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also like just a fantastic ending to
Yeah.
it, but just in a different way. It's more of a, instead of sweet, it's bittersweet.
Now, I have a natural inkling towards Cyberpunk only because I love a good tragic. Like,
A good tragedy
Yeah.
is hard to come by.
yeah. But, like, that would be it. Like, I don't know if I could say it's worth.
Honestly, like I'm flipping a coin on this one. It's so hard to pick. Do we have to give him the caveat of like you have to pick the 2, or is he gonna pick his own out of the list?
I mean, we gotta play by the rules.
I guess we gotta play by the rules.
Man's gonna say Pokemon.
He's gonna say Pokemon, Ash Ketchum. Goddamn. Well, he has to pick from this list, right?
Or whatever the
For
fuck
best
he
of the year?
wants.
Oh, true. He can pick whatever the fuck he wants. Goddamn.
He's gonna say.
He's gonna pick Brad Pitt. All right, we can't decide. Both are. Before we get the final decision,
Yes.
both are extremely good and deserve this award. I just want to say.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, TJ, I'm handing the mic over to you.
Sweet. All right, this is The best of the year.
The best of the year.
The best of the year.
The ultimate award.
All right.
We left it to fate.
How ironic.
Okay. I'm gonna give it to Cyberpunk.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I did watch it. It was really good,
Wow.
and I'm glad it ended the way it did.
Same. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So yeah.
Made this decision much easier.
Yeah, you did. Wow. So Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk,
Edgerunners.
yeah.
Wow.
Cyberpunk.
Sugar come back on top. That's great. Love to see it.
Saving
there you go.
anime once again.
There you go. And that's it for the awards then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go through all the winners and
Sure.
we'll cap it off and we'll sign out.
Sure.
Oh, we also have our
Yeah.
looking forward to stuff. But we have. I gotta pull up the list. I closed it. You gotta
I
do
have
it. Yeah.
But yeah, so just to recap the winners. Hottest female, Marin Kitagawa. My
Ugh.
Joseph Darling. Male crush, Brad Pitt.
Nice.
Jazz is the most underappreciated thing this year from J.D. Beck and Domi.
Mhm.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe was the most disappointing thing of the year. It Takes Two was our Late to the Party award. And Morbin Time is what we memed all year
Morbin
round.
time, dude.
Surprisingly, Vince playing Marvel Snap was our winner.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony never got around to playing Elden Ring.
I did not.
Song of the Year is Sideways by Carly Rae Jepsen, with our TV show of the year being Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Movie was Top Gun. Game of the Year God of War Ragnarok, and the best of the year Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
Nice.
Now this is the part of the show where we're wrapping up the year. It's a bit of that reflective time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Anthony, if you had any reflections on the year that's gone by, things you want to talk about, or just like another year has gone by.
I feel like I learned more about myself this year. Definitely like just my job experience kind of opened up a lot about
That's true.
me. Working in corporate.
Yep.
Seeing life from the inside.
Oh, yes.
Right. And
It's dumb.
it's real dumb.
Yep.
It's real
Yep.
real dumb. But honestly, I've had a lot of like interesting like dates and stuff too.
Oh.
Of just like meeting people from like wildly different cultures.
Oh, I've seen.
Right? Like I'm not gonna name names, but I remember going on one date with one girl where with her cultures, status was key. It was numero uno.
Oh, yes.
Right? And just like I feel like I've had a lot wait, what was the thing? I was like, oh yeah. On our first date, she's like, how tall are you? I was like 6 foot, and she's like,
good.
and I was like, or 183 centimeters, and she's like, good. Like the answer was good, and I was like, bro, that like blew my mind, right? Like that would never happen from someone who's like born here.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
No, yeah, but they would never say it to your face.
Really?
Really? You think so?
I think so.
All right, okay. But yeah, there's just I feel like I've had a lot of cool experiences this year, and it's a lot of like I was in areas and like situations that I normally wouldn't be in, right? Just like the chadness of hyper finance people.
Yeah.
I find the macro of that area so interesting, but I hate the micro, and like I do not fit in that world at all.
Well, I mean, now you know.
Yeah. I kind of want to go back though.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is kind of fun. Like I made some kind of dark jokes to them, and they like had never heard anybody say anything remotely close to that shit. I think on like my third week on the job, I made a suicide joke.
Oh no.
And they were like, "Holy shit!" Like the elevator went silent.
Yeah.
I was like,
I bet.
yeah.
I bet.
And just like seeing how like just people different operated just gave me a wider, I guess, appreciation for how many different types of people and things.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Whatever are just there. And also like personal growth of like I was able to get a job that I've been striving for a while for next year or this year, I guess, as the recording.
Yeah.
And like it's one of those things where I'm a pretty negative person in general, but the fact that like I had a goal, I set the goal, and I achieved the goal.
Yeah.
I just was kind of like, oh shit, I can do this. Like
School is
the world is not the Truman Show, and it's like plotting against me at every turn, right? So I don't know. There's a lot of like personal growth stuff this year. For as like
to hear.
Even though it was like still technically kind of pandemic-y.
Yeah, it was.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely here. Definitely the first half. Definitely the first half. Yeah.
Yeah. But what about you?
Yeah, I think I would say honestly, this past year has been a whirlwind. I feel like there's a lot that happened, and I'm drawing a blank. I feel like
You did a lot of stuff this year.
I know I did do a lot, and honestly,
You need a journal.
I think it was like the excitement of things opening up again,
Mhm.
like and just trying to get there. Like I wasn't able to like truly go travel.
Yeah.
But that's more or less because it was just insanely expensive, and I didn't know.
And good thing you didn't, because you
Yeah.
would have lost all your shit.
I know. I forgot about that.
Right?
Yeah.
All the fucking
Jeez.
airline stuff. God damn.
That and like other countries with their different protocols on
Yep.
masking when like it wasn't quite set in stone yet. So I tried to do like a lot of local stuff. And yeah, but you're right. I did do a lot of stuff. I went out a lot. I finally got off my ass and tried to go for another job, and I got it. So it was sick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was I would say it was a fun year, but I don't know if it was 100% the year where I was able to do everything I wanted to do.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that the coming year I'll be able to like do more things. But
Mhm.
I'm pretty happy where things are at the moment. But yeah, just looking forward to what's coming next. And speaking of which, Paul did write in with a question issue on, and he does say, "Happy New Year, gentlemen.
Thanks.
Firstly, I listened to last week's episode last week, so I appreciate the upload. Hope you all had a great holiday. As I recall, you guys don't do New Year's resolutions as they are just an arbitrary date.
Mhm.
But is there anything that you are looking forward to doing, accomplishing, seeing, etc. in the coming year? It doesn't have to be anything life altering. It could just be something that excites you.
Nihon baby.
Have you formally announced this?
I don't know if I have. I think we've like
you
talked
should
around
probably
it.
tell.
Yeah. Okay, listeners. Hey, the future of this podcast is a little bit up in the air.
Yeah. Actually, going into 2023, we don't know where this podcast is going.
Yeah. We've been doing this for a long time, and I got a job to teach English in Japan.
Yes. You've been one. I remember since I met you, this is one of your goals.
Yeah, and I've always been like fucked because of no university degree.
Yes.
And then the pandemic hit, and I was able to go back.
And you finished. You
And
got your
finish it.
degree.
I speed ran that shit,
Yeah.
dude. Any percent.
Yeah.
And then I had applied to this job in like during the pandemic, and then they weren't hiring because it was the pandemic.
Yeah.
And they got back to me like mid this year. They're
Yeah.
like, you want to do an interview?
Yeah.
You want to do? You want the job? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving in the beginning of February.
Which is wild to me because I remember when you got the confirmation, it was like September,
Yeah.
August, whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's not real yet. It's not real.
It's not real yet.
Yeah, like
now it's real.
there's still things that can go wrong. I'm like, no
Yeah.
way. You're
Yeah.
going. And now we're here. You're less than a month out, and
Yeah.
you're going.
I don't know. But Japan might get an earthquake. I don't know. We'll see. Until I'm in there, until I'm in an apartment,
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
So I can't imagine that like there's anything more exciting for you than that. Like,
Yeah,
It seems
I'm
incredibly
pretty
exciting.
Fucking pumped.
I'm glad, I'm that like no lie. Like I'm envious. Like it sounds like a fun thing to do.
Dude, just come over.
To teach?
No, to visit.
No, of
Or
course.
teach.
But I mean like the experience of teaching another
Yeah.
country on your own. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that's an experience I wish I would have done as well.
Yeah.
Or like,
I am definitely like, if you look at my life as a bunch of key points, I'm definitely
Yeah.
like a gamer bum.
Yeah.
Like I live with my parents.
Yeah.
I'm in my 30s.
Yep.
But like Canada's so fucking expensive. Jesus Christ.
Especially where we live.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
You need $1 million to buy a house around here.
Yeah. That's
That's
average.
the minimum.
And it's like the fact that I'm able to go somewhere and I can like finally live on my own
Yeah.
to like do whatever I want to do.
Yep.
And
It's exciting, man.
Yeah, it's for a year.
He says.
He
I
says.
don't think he's coming back, guys.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Cuz like I think the plan is like around the 6-month mark, I'll probably start applying for jobs here and there
And see what you come up
and
with.
just see what happens.
'Kay.
Because like applying for jobs here has just been such a nightmare for me.
Yeah.
And just going with the flow, I guess. But I am excited for just a new start, and
I'm excited for you.
yeah,
Wow.
just show up. But yeah, you might not. I don't know what we're gonna do with episodes.
Who knows?
We'll see.
We still got a month to figure it out, but we'll see. But yeah, anything else? Like any, let's say, smaller scale items or?
I think I'm gonna make I'm gonna do the stereotypical thing, and I'm gonna try and make a concerned effort to be active.
Okay.
Yeah, just a typical New Year's resolution of I'm gonna try and be more fit.
Yeah.
I started a bit earlier last year or later last year, like in December, when Blaven was like, just try and just consistently do some workouts.
Yeah.
Right. And I failed the goal, but it was more than 0. And I could tell that like when I
you
did it, I was feeling better. Like I got more into yoga again, so I was like feeling a bit more limber.
Yeah.
And for how stationary I am, I definitely need it.
Yeah.
So I think there's just like, just some small goals. I think I gotta set a goal of setting small goals. That's what I need to do. Where I always just like, I'm gonna go for the moon, but then you don't see any progress, and when you're not at the moon, you're kind of like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
But if I can set a goal to set small goals, I think a lot of that stuff can come to fruition faster.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What about you?
Cool. So New Year coming up. I think one of the things I learned, or one of the things I just regret about the pandemic situation, is that unless my life is kind of busy by nature,
Mm-hmm.
I do take time for granted. Like I thought that with the pandemic, with extra time, just free time, I'd be able to do more of the things I want. But what ended up happening was like I just got lazier.
I think a lot of people did that.
Right? And yeah, I guess that's normal. So for 23, with like, I'm definitely going back to the office on more of a regular basis and having more of that pre-pandemic life. I know a lot of people don't like it, the whole like commute 9 to 5, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But like, I do like having that. I like having, a life where I want to do a lot of things, but I don't have a lot of time for it. So I really have to pick and choose. Like, it just makes me, I hate to say like be more efficient with my time, but it also helps me with motivation, right?
I think you're a person who needs pressure.
You're right. I do, right?
Yeah.
Like if I'm not under pressure, then I literally have zero motivation to do stuff.
But also, like, I would never recommend that to most people. But
No, you're
I feel
right.
like you're a person who can like manage that pressure. Like you can like see, you're like, all right, it's a bit too much. I'm gonna chill.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
You know your limits.
Yeah, like I'm not the type of person who like I don't have like anxiety, like, or I don't get stressed out easily, right? It's just I like to keep moving. I like to keep all. Don't get me wrong. I love to relax too, but the problem with is like the past year is
Dude, we like to relax.
I just relaxed,
Yeah.
right? Like I just turned off.
Dude, I relaxed 20 pounds onto my body.
Same. And like going forward, like I bought a new bike. I'm picking it up next week, but it's not a cheap bike. And like if I'm gonna ride it,
I'm gonna commit.
I'm gonna commit to riding. Like I want to be able to, have the physique to match the level of bike I
I
bought.
know, bro. Looking kind of swole already, kid.
And that's not what you need to ride a bike.
True. To be thin, lean.
Yeah, so like that's what I want to focus on. Like and I guess my New Year's resolution is very simple. It's just to be more consistent with just
Stuff.
like if I want to, exercise, I will exercise, but like too many times throughout the past year, I just had gaps of nothing. And then there'd be gaps, or there'd be moments of just like super intense.
Yeah.
But I should make that more evened out, right?
Fair.
But yeah, that's like kind of like what I'm hoping for this coming year. Obviously, I've been talking about how I bought a car for like a year. I still don't have it, so that's kind of like the number one thing I'm looking forward to this year.
Are you gonna get it this year?
I goddamn hope so.
You want me to go to the Toyota factory? You want me to...
The ironic thing is, if you guys follow me on Instagram, my girlfriend actually bought the same car and she has hers.
Yeah, but she had like people on the. She knew a guy who knew a guy.
It doesn't matter. She has it.
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit.
Like her turnaround was 2 months.
Yeah, but she also has automatic
You're right.
and the features. You just got the track car.
I know. But anyways, like I'm looking forward to receiving it. I hope I'm crossing my fingers by like March. I have it, or February.
When you put it in a roll cage, kid, take out the back seats, lighten up that car.
When it becomes this is your track car only,
Okay, all
and I have an SUV or something. I don't know.
To tow the car to the track.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I feel like 2023. Just I want to have a more structured schedule, and I want to be able to get out more and do more exciting things.
Okay. TJ, you got any resolutions you want to share with the class? Yes, no? Into the microphone.
Teacher's like, I'm gonna embrace Apple more. I got the phone, the AirPods, watching
Yeah.
with the watch.
I plan on buying a MacBook. No,
Wow.
I'm just kidding. No, this year I'm really trying to push into my career switch. So hopefully do something in software.
Cool.
I hope so. I've been pretty consistent. But yeah, other than that, get on my bike more.
I can help you with that.
Oh, I know.
And he's scared.
No, I'm not scared. He keeps me accountable.
Fair.
We really should just set up like a
That's
day.
how you stay
Yeah,
consistent.
we should set up.
last time.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we should do that this.
Yeah.
We'll do that this year. We'll do something. Cool.
That's about it.
Neat. The other thing I was hoping to do this year is I'm really on the consolidation front now, where it's like I want to minimize on things. I haven't.
You should minimize on your bike.
Well,
Stop buying bike
I am
shit.
selling one.
True.
Um,
Sell 2.
but as you guys know, like I like watches.
You do?
I have more watches than I could possibly wear.
That's not true.
I have a watch box with 10 watches, but the truth is I only wear 4 of them that's in there, and then I have like another 10 that can't fit in the box. So actually, over the break, I've been actually just selling them.
Okay.
And just consolidating down, paring down. The goal for me is just to stay within the limits of that watch box, not including my G-Shocks, because I don't think those count. Those are, in my head, they're like whatever. They're like
Yeah, they're
candy.
fun.
Yeah. But like in terms of actual watches, like I don't want that many. So man, watch market is still on fire because I literally could sell these things for at least as much as I paid for them or more. So it's pretty wild. But yeah. I don't know. I was thinking of making a really big watch purchase with everything that I sell to consolidate, but I just don't know what I want.
I'm trying to expand.
See, that's crazy to me because I know
Yeah.
you're leaving.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out ways to get more shit.
Because like I'm taking my watches down. I've also listed a lot of my other toys, like just to get rid of them.
Oh, I gotta list my bike. Fuck.
Right? Like I'm just trying to get rid of stuff I don't need. I gotta spend time going through my closet, getting rid of clothes. I feel like there's too many, but
You buy a lot of clothes.
you're right, I do.
I now finally have enough underwear to
What?
match the rest
What?
of my wardrobe.
What?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Before, I
You
used to have to do my laundry early because I'd run out of underwear before I'd run out of anything else.
Whoa. But dude, I remember at one point you only had like 2 pairs of pants.
I still only have 2 pairs of pants.
Oh, I guess you rotate with.
Well, I guess I have 3 now.
Ah,
I have 3 now.
okay.
But pants you don't have to wash all the time. But underwear is a one-time use.
Okay, it's not one-time use.
Flip it inside out, true. 4
Yeah,
times.
there you go, man. There we go.
Turn
That's
around.
camping style.
Hell yeah.
That's when you're like, I gotta stay over one
True.
sec.
Hold on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I want more shit. I need to figure out a way to get more stuff and hold more stuff.
Well, usually you just get more money, you convert that into stuff, and then you can take more money, convert that into space for the stuff.
I think I'm gonna focus on the money part, and then I'm gonna do space for stuff first, and then I'll get more stuff.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
I did buy some manga though on the hardcover sale. Hell
Holy moly, man.
bro!
Dude.
Remember that one about the Roman bathhouse and the guy goes
you
back in
bought
time?
that?
I bought the omnibus.
What?
It was 30% off. It's the whole series. In
How
one
much was
hardcover.
that?
It was 30% off
Off what?
of $100.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like $70.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I think that's it. I guess anything that excites me, believe it or not, I am so pumped for the new Transformers movie.
I can't believe you're excited.
Like-
You've been fooled like 5 times now.
Like more than the Spider-Verse movie, I am so excited for Rise of the Beasts. I know I shouldn't be. Please don't at me, but I am genuinely excited.
You can take the toys, or you can take the man out of the toys, but you can't take the toys out of the man.
I know.
God damn.
Fuck.
Dude, just wait till you have a kid.
Let's not go there.
Son, you don't want this Transformers dog shit, right? I did a review on it.
I can't have a kid.
You can have a kid.
No.
Yeah.
Because then I can't have a cool car. I can't have an expensive bike. I can't buy cool watches.
But you can have sick toys again. And the excuse is that you have a kid.
I'm trying to consolidate. I'm not.
You're going to consolidate everything except your toys.
No, I do not want to. I'm not trying to grow a human. I'm trying to consolidate. If I could, I have to get rid of a human.
True.
Yeah. There we go.
Based.
Damn. Anyways, I guess, is that it? There's anything else you want to add on to that?
I got nothing else.
Cool. Well, we'll talk to you next week officially as the first show of the year.
New year, baby.
For how long? We don't know. Ooh, how spooky.
Actually, like, when I was talking about, like, I don't know what to do, like, I started tearing up. Like,
For what?
about the podcast.
You know, a lot of people ask me what we're going to do.
What?
Like, Anthony's leaving. Vince, what are you going to do? And I'm
Oh,
like,
like people?
people always ask me.
Oh,
They're like,
really?
what are you going to do? And I'm like, what do you mean, what am I going to do? I don't know. He's leaving.
Yeah, we got to figure it out. Don't stop asking me. I'm good.
Yeah, I was just we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
Dude, I'm going to push these emotions down deep inside and deal them when it's too
it's
late.
time,
Yeah,
okay?
when it's too late. All right?
right.
God damn.
Anyways, see you all next week.
See you later.